Really get you on. Uh,
Not much. I'm going to see how this works.
yeah, time will tell. It's
Are you
not.
still able to hear me?
I hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, good. You can hear me. All right. I wanted to make sure you would still be able to hear me. All right.
So, how long is your trip for?
About 2 more hours-ish. Possibly more. I have to do a first leg, then I need to stop at a grocery store, and then I've got, I think, about 30 to 40 minutes after that. So it's around about 3-ish hours in total.
This out. So I don't. I'm gonna have this problem constantly, but so people when they join, I put them to the side. But I'm not seeing it as usual. Where's the hosts?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I usually do, and it usually works. And now I don't have much time. This might be it here. Yes, okay, it is. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna leave it there, even though it's extra for me to look at least for the beginning stages. But
Mm.
he's he's done at 3:30. Oh yeah, he's not very early, but okay.
Oh, well, hey, better he's on early than he's on late, right?
That is very true. What is up, world? We are live, and I'm trying to figure out how to stop the timer, but we are live and going. So we do have my video not up. We have Lina's beautiful picture up, but she's in a car, so she can't do it live, but she's performing and doing
Heyo!
so going with the AOs and all that good
Mm.
stuff. So where do you think AO originally came from? Because it's like a kid thing, but
Really, see, I think Ayo, it makes me think of like either mayo or hey yo. I would assume hey yo. I don't see anybody saying mayo as some sort of weird greeting.
Right, as a grading, yeah, I would have to say definitely no. I mean, I've had ordered mayo a million and one times, but I've never said mayo as in what's
Mm,
up. No, but
yeah. That would be a straight. I mean, maybe if you worked like exclusively in Subway shops, like that might be a thing. You walk in, and, like tell your coworkers like mayo, but that's not. I don't know. It'd be weird. So I would assume it's hey yo, and then they just like drop some letters as we are wont to do.
yeah, it's funny. They come with a lot of new slang that's totally a beast, that destructive. I mean, we did out at our age, yet it keeps changing, and it's like it was sort of bad in the original stages, but it's all good.
What's like one piece of slang that you wish was like still popular?
To be honest, shut the fuck up. It's simple to the point, and I think it should be allowed in schools. But yeah, it's maybe not to that level, but very close. But yeah, it's what's one that's popping in your head?
Mm. I do have to say, I do like the wasa, where like people just like drag the WhatsApp on forever. Like, I think that's fun. I think that's good.
No, it was great. It actually started from the scary movie, which was funny, and then they put it into the commercials, but very funny, yeah.
I don't hear people do it as much anymore. Um, so, we could bring that back a little bit.
Yeah, they say a lot of old styles come back, so that's a possibility. That's probably close to 30 years ago, but
Mm.
yeah, very cool. And going here and there. So, how is the weather where you're at right now? Is it raining? I know the rain's been kind of on and off all week.
Luckily for me, right now, it is clear blue skies and very sunny. Very nice driving conditions. I'm not a fan of driving in the rain. So,
Definitely
so
feel.
it's good. How's New York City doing?
I mean, New York right now, it's raining last night. It's not raining right now, from what I could tell. But yeah, it was raining in and out a good portion of yesterday. But I like the rain though.
Mm.
I don't mind the rain in general. It's
See, and this is where we differ, because as you know, I do not like the rain. I understand it's important. I don't like it.
true, 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 true with that. And it is pretty amazing because it has been 6 year anniversary, and Caroline was with me, and she wasn't co-hosting with me. There was no co-host yet, but she was on the Improv Professionals performing and doing a great job. And just wondering, how do you feel? What are you wondering about the future with the Improv Professionals or so?
Mm. Well, I mean, I think, you know, I hope they keep going. I know. I mean, I hope you keep them going for a really long time. It's always been a fun group. I think it's a group where people learn a lot. One of the things that, I think people can see it when you're performing online, Andy, but I don't think people get to appreciate it as much as when you've performed in person. But object work. Andy is a stickler around object work. And I have found that in many other improv circles, object work is not given the importance that it should be. I still see people doing like doing a phone, not as if you're holding a phone. Andy, I'm sure you could demonstrate this right now, but like, when you're
Yes.
holding a phone, you're supposed to hold a phone. You're not supposed to put like your pinky finger out and your thumb out. And I find that drives me nuts. Or like they do scissors with like their fingies, and it's like that's just not. And like it drives me up a wall. And I've commented on to other people where I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, like that's like how I spot that somebody's new in improv. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, all right, we have different standards. And I credit that entirely to Andy. My sticklerness around object work is entirely because of Andy and the improv professionals.
Thank you. Yeah, object work, space work. It's huge to me. It's important just because I usually get my most compliments on the object space work, but where it's taking it when I open up of an oven and people are like, damn, I really felt that heat hit your face. And it's cool hearing the audience say that. And many times you're doing something that you have no idea what a TV show or movie's about, yet we're replaying it. And then they ask, who knows who doesn't? And usually the majority of the time people say, I definitely knew what it was. I never even heard of it. It's just like right there, but it's just like, yep, you gotta go down swinging. That's what's great about improv because they say there's no mistakes in improv, but there are rules in improv, which means there could be mistakes in improv, which I say. But by saying there can be mistakes, it means there could be 10 mistakes. No reason to make 12 mistakes of the same thing. So just like listening is a great tool that improv gives people, not just the hearing, but the listening, because there's so much that I was even behind in the beginning of improv, just not officially listening, just hearing, and it is an enormous difference where you see it.
Mm, yeah. Now, the aspect of actually listening to your partner, hearing what they're saying, and then incorporating that into what you do next, super important, very important. But I definitely think one of my favorite moments of improv was actually with you, Andy. It was an in-person show. I think it might have been at the Pit. And we got the suggestion, we were doing Four Corners, we got the suggestion of Pokemon. And you've heard me tell this story a million times. We got the suggestion of Pokemon. And Andy was vaguely aware of what Pokemon is, which was clear in the fact that he knew that they say their name over and over again, but he thought their name was Pokemon. And so he had recognized like Pikachu was a thing, but didn't remember that Pikachu was Pikachu. So he just was like running around screaming, I'm Pokemon, all over the stage while his scene partner just like laugh cried. And it was one of the best scenes of improv I've ever seen.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun because, again, some people that had no idea of Pokemon afterwards saying, oh no, he did it so great. And other people like, he had no clue what
You
he
had
was doing.
no clue what was happening.
But to me, that's why you always gotta let it ride, whatever it is, whether you know it or not. No harm, no foul. It's okay to make a mistake or two in sets, but the reality is just see where it takes you if you're not sure. And I definitely wasn't trying to search for the funny. That was me being like, how are we doing Pokemon with two people and you're being called this? I said, okay, we gotta have Pokemon. So I was being Pokemon, which little did I know he knew a lot. I didn't, but yeah, it's them there apples, which is cool. And yeah, I would say even with some people on this show, where we've gone in Baltimore, had a real fun show doing that there. And I mean, there's just been so much fun improv in person and online, and vice versa. Sometimes everything's not a home run. But we went last year, not this year, to July 4th, that we grabbed some old teammates
Mm.
and some new teammates, and Caroline was there, and we performed an improv scene, which I thought was very funny and very good, and the people that were there seemed to enjoy it, which was cool.
I do remember that as with a lot of improv, it got a little chaotic. But I think that's like the fun of improv is like you can have really grounded scenes, and then you can also have ones that are just a little pure chaos. That's the fun.
See, I agree, but I also sort of disagree, just because I
Mm,
see what she was saying, it was breaking up, but
mm,
I felt like I was able to get it back straightening out with everybody, just being like, okay, you're you, you're you. be together. And just a quick little dimple. It's kind of like I was being the instructor throughout the whole time because I was in a scene with one person, somebody else was in a scene with somebody else, and somebody else was scene with the other person. And I got it to get directed back because they kind of were getting foolish, but I think those words put them right back on, which took no time. But yeah,
Yeah, you have to lend some sanity to the scene.
yeah, but it's funny because yeah, I've learned short form, long form, theater improv, musical improv. And to me, you definitely get your most laughs usually in short form.
Mm,
And it's easy. A lot of people get their suggestions. Even if you don't do a good job, they usually like their suggestion was played. And then again, you'll get a few during the day, sometimes a few during the game. Long form, usually you do only one or two suggestions, and that'll be usually two long form games or one long form game that they're separating on. But to me, so you don't get the same amount of laughs either because the audience wants to be part of it. And the
mm,
same thing with theater, even though they like the music and all that stuff that usually goes, musical improvs, usually a lot of fun. And I mean, to me, yeah, I just feel like improv should be more popular. I mean, the COVID did make it a lot more popular online,
mm,
but I just feel like everybody should learn a bit of improv and real improv, not just a lot of times you go online and nobody's teaching anybody anything. So you're not doing them a favor teaching them exactly the wrong thing. When I teach every Thursdays, every other Saturday, every other Sunday. It's under meetup. But I mean, to me, it's just give a little constructive style of how to improve it. And usually people are favored for it. And
mm,
to me, it's good because it's kind of like when you get their answers, a lot of times they're like, yeah, I had no idea that I was going to like it so much because I've done improv before, but they act like they didn't. And they were like, they really loved it. They loved the style, how I broke it down, the way they never heard. And I dig that. It's always, to me, that's what I love about improv. Improvs, you never know what's going to happen, but you're allowed to have fun with it. Like Del Close, the famous comedian, writer, and improviser, wrote a book, and he always said, never search for the funny. And I agree with that because it does destroy a scene. And I didn't realize that for after a couple of years. But I always never felt like I was searching for the funny, but it was just out of my tongue. And it doesn't mean you have to go search and search and search, and it just still don't go for the funny. And some funnies you can go for, but don't search for the funny. So to me, I actually like it, but I always tell people in my class, don't remember not to search for the funny, as Del Close said, but he never said don't have fun. You're allowed to have
mm,
fun. So you got to expand that, the two. Can you have fun and not be funny? Of course you can. And you can still be funny, but not searching for the funny. So you put it together and have your team build it together. Uh,
yeah, I think it's, oh goodness. I think I kind of think of it as trying to find like hilarity in the mundane. And I guess not find it, but it's like it'll happen, you know. Put two people in a situation, something's going to be funny.
yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what they say in a lot of long form style games that they do. And they'll say, search for their wants. So you're trying to
Mm,
get what do they want, and then you could ride onto it and expand onto it more before they even mention it. And it's a lot of funny. And then their goal is to figure out what you want without saying it clearly and going through a scene. And there have been some outstanding great scenes that the unprofessional has in them. We've actually done it in practice, but never performed it. But in graduation classes, we performed it and stuff, and I think it's an outstanding way how they do it and
mm,
play. Because it's always good to be like right after the set, you know, it says, okay, simple question. What was your character's want? And sometimes
mm,
people go out the door, and it's weird to me because you should always know what your character's want was. And the first time they did that to me at the pit, I answered it right away. then when they did it again, they asked me again first right away. I answered right away because I know who I'm. I always like to get invested in my character, whether I have a clue or not who they are. So I always like to put that. Like I say, I've been, people saying they like it when I open up the oven and I feel the heat in my face. And to me, it's an improv skill that's easy, but again, anything that's easy doesn't mean one and done. Easy means you need to practice it and you'll get it done here and there. That's what I do think sometimes saying, oh, it's very easy. When you say that to people, they're going to do it just that once and then be done and think they're a pro. And it's good to be like, it's easy, but you definitely need to practice it. I got to start sticking that in my notes just because, yeah, you get better
Mm.
no matter what you do with those styles.
I know I get a lot of times people are like, what do you mean you're practicing improv? How can you practice improv? And I'm like, well, you're getting used to, like the pattern, like if it's a particular game, obviously, like, what's the pattern for the game? But then also that skill of like figuring out what do I want? What does this character want? Practicing, yes and no but, all that. It's like you got to practice that. Doesn't just otherwise you're going to end up with some really boring scenes.
It's definitely true. And I will say again, Caroline, as you see in a lot of past extravaganzas, she's outstanding. She's a great performer and everything. But she also does stand-up comedy. She's done a
Oh,
little bit online, but to me, yeah, she's really funny, very quick with it, and she kind of mixes the improv with the comedy together. It's all true, it's all here, but she puts the comedy improv mix, which I think is very funny.
yeah, a stand up is so different from improv. Um, I'm definitely not, I appreciate the compliment, but, and, uh, stand up is so hard because, if you watch any of the people who are on tonight doing stand up, they have had to craft those jokes for so long. And what I would find is I would go and try and deliver the joke and I would forget the joke because I have trouble memorizing things. And so that's why I loved doing like, all right, give me a suggestion. Because I'm like, I have weird stories, but I can't necessarily remember an exact joke all the time.
Oh, I
So it's
see.
it's hard.
And a lot of comedians carry all their paperwork and all this stuff writing
Mm,
down from pages, which I personally do not like. I've done very little improv in general, but I've also done improv with comedy inside it. We've each done a comedy scene and doing here and there. And to me, there's so many ways to get out of it. Obviously, how you feel makes a big difference on that too. But a lot of times it's just a word, and usually in person you get from the audience, which is key. But here, a lot of times I grab a lot of papers that have a bunch of names or
mm,
whatever, and then I'll just do a joke on it. But I mean, to me, and I'm not saying it's not harder. I'm not saying it's easier. It's the individual how they handle it. So
mm,
many people that do comedy will definitely not touch improv and vice versa.
mm.
And some do both. And the key is doing both. I would say if I know somebody's doing both, just to make sure that you separate your improv from your comedy skill, because that would be a big challenge. That could be bad, but it could be great when done
Yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, I've definitely done improv with some people who were born to be stand-up comedians and not to be improvisers. And that can be a little difficult.
No, but it's definitely funny. Yeah, I mean, kind of like I was saying, one of the laster of the performances, but it was last year in Baltimore. We performed, and I believe we were performing for High Wire, and there were different groups going here and there. But me, the ex-host that was here, Melanie, we performed a scene, and they divided the team. So me and her were on separate teams. But
Mm.
the whole thing was we got a suggestion of, oh, now I'm going to forget the suggestion, which is a big factor. Wow. Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
I thought of it. I did think of it, but I didn't write
Mm.
it down and I forgot it. But I mean, the whole key was of it, even though it's harder. I think I've told it on one of these before, but basically we get a one-word suggestion and everybody seems to be doing it two-person scenes together, three-person scenes together, and they're all doing the same basic thing, which I didn't understand. So I separated the word and I'm walking around the restaurant at the table, walking and getting a mishap where I need to get injected by
Mm.
every table, get a tab of try to everybody's table. So then everybody started throwing chairs on top of me, which was there. And then they swiped the scene, they go. And then again, the guy that was the host there at the end, he did it again. He goes, "Oh, somebody's looks like they're about to hit him again." And I'm like, "What?" And then bap here and there, which was very fun and it was really cool. It was definitely unexpected. And it was funny because Melanie thought I did it because she said I landed so slowly, like in slow motion. She said, so you didn't look like it was at all staged. And
Mm.
I do walk with the cane at times, and that's one of the times I was walking with the cane. So I was worried when I first fell that, and it was a mistake to fall, but
Oh.
it yeah, the first one was a mistake by the fall, and somebody pulled the chair out underneath me. I fell, but I reacted just as the improviser does, like, "Oh my goodness!" Oh, and then they started railing the chairs at me, which was cool here and there. And then finally, somebody helps me get up, and we go into. They say, "Okay, next scene." Somebody starts doing thing. Then the final beat, they said, "Final scene. Let's see what we saw in scene five or whatever." Going like this. Everybody, you know who you got to hit with the chairs, and I'm like, "What that?" I went down. And but to me, it was real fun, and we hung out with them and all, and they were a fun bunch. And they're called Highwire. They mostly are in Baltimore. They also do online shows, but it was very entertaining and a lot of fun performing with them and the style of getting it. I'm one that I always love to. A lot of times when people hear the word a suggestion, they take it literally. They take it to every point, every stretch. It could be tapped on, but you could go
Mm.
any ways. And there's a lot of times, again, I try to make the scenes funny. We never know what any other individual is going through. So to me, I try to change it. I try to let everybody else perform. But when I see a danger word, I'll go running up, starting my own seat. Even though it may change, it usually changes in the style of my thing than the suggestion, which is great. And we did this at good old Triple Crown, which is a shame they left.
Hmm.
They had their problems, still restaurant bar, but they closed the whole staging world. But in yeah, that place again, another brain fart. Just thinking, we just basically had it where, oh yeah, somebody yelled out abortion for,
Mm.
and it was another improviser. To me, it was like improviser. Then you're hearing people on our team going, "What was that? What was that?" I said, "Nope, we got it. Okay, yep." And then I just start walking on stage, and then I acted like I bumped my shin, and then I needed to get improv on my shin.
Mm.
It's just like, so I'm like this, okay, so we're going to abort my shin now. It's got to be put over there rightly, my shin isn't. So I just made a joke around the word, but made it a completely different word, abortion,
Hmm.
but I aborted my shin. So it's just like that. And I've done that many times in different, many scenes. And I think it's a fun way to play the game. Like, don't always hold everything so literate. Go around it, go expand on it, whether it's short form or long form. People like to hear their suggestion, but even in long form, if you're doing the Harold three beats, you might as well wait to the third and final beat and you could rub on it a little bit, but just so people feel rewarded. But usually people know what you're talking about. The suggestion's banana and you're cooking potatoes, peeling tomatoes. I think they can figure out where you're at and
Mm.
realize a lot of times it's good to bring it there in the third and final beat of a scene, which we've done many times and it's a lot of fun. But so since we're down to 5 minutes and 8 seconds, Caroline, 6 years, which did fly. Um, and we definitely missed you. I appreciate you jumping on. She fulfilled someone who said they wouldn't fulfill and then got kind of canceled at the last moment yesterday. So Caroline, she's a great friend, and she called me and I told her about it. So she said, well, she's got to drive somewhere, but she'll do it back and forth. So she said she'll send her lovely pictures so we could see her and
Hmm.
she'll talk. So that was always awesome. But Yeah.
Yeah, me, I'm in a car, I don't know, I'm in a car a weird amount. Like it's every time I'm in a car, it's for like multiple hours. You know, I'm rarely in a car for anything under an hour, and typically it's over two. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong because, you know, I always end up on these long trips. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm doing this, but here we go.
Nope. And I was going to ask you, Caroline, because it's definitely up to you. I want you to feel the way you want to feel. But as you see, the time is at 26:08. So once
Hmm.
it's 30, I'm going to introduce the next gentleman, Captivate, that you've been in part with a lot in different shows and different acts in some of his comedy world. I don't know about your timing, but would you want to do a half hour where us three stand together like you used to do?
I definitely can't do any improv because gotta focus on the road, and I like giving my brain to improv. You know, chit chatting I can do. Improv, no. I'll say hi to him though, I guess.
Well, you could
You
say
know.
hi. Yeah, well, definitely let you say hi. But I mean, to me, yeah, I don't like people overthinking on the road, and I understand that. But you made it seem like it was pretty quiet on the road. And again, we're not going to do anything that you have to overthink, as he usually, does a little talking, and then the final 15 minutes or so usually gets us to perform. But that'll be your choice. But we still got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left. So I'll ask you simple to the point. What are one of the great things that it's obviously 6 years that the COVID world opened up in bad ways, but the online worlds and stuff like that opened up in a good way. So we meet a lot more people and everything else. But can you remember anything that's gone really well when you do improv or comedy online?
Mm. Well, there's a few things. First off, with the comedy, you know, I mentioned before, I struggle to remember lines. And so with the comedy, I could easily have notes, and that was always really helpful. I think it was the only way that I felt kind of comfortable like performing stand up was because I could have some notes in front of me. When I've done it in person, I'm like absolute jello legs for sure. Um, I guess in terms of performing improv online, um, you know, it's nice to be able to like add in, you know, different things. You know, you can kind of like slide off screen, which is sometimes like a fun little thing to add in for a particular character. You know, some of like my favorite characters have been when I was online. There was one really early with the improv professionals. Once when the extravaganza started, really early. Human Sarah, and people like I still will have people ask me about Human Sarah. Um, it was really early in the improv professionals going online. But people still ask me about that particular character. And the kind of cool thing is you know, because, you know, obviously, Andy, you record these and post them up, you know, it is possible for, you know, people to kind of go back and watch it. You know, so part of the magic of improv is it only happens once, but kind of the shame of improv sometimes is like, you know, it's like it's good and bad, you know, it only happens once, you'll never be able to see it again. um and improv I find is really difficult to describe to somebody who wasn't there to see it. Like, how did you end up there? And, you know, there's so many things to add to how you got there. And so it's nice to be able to go like, oh no, I can show you how I got there because I can just show it to you. And so that's really cool too.
Well, yeah, that I do remember when you performed it, and everybody in our team loved it, and you got a lot of compliments from the audience in the background, some when it was happening and some later on, which is cool. And that's what's also cool about online. You can watch it as it's performing or later
Mm-hmm.
on.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But okay, somehow my clock is going further now. Gotta
Oh,
just figure out how to stop the timer. How come I always have a problem with this? It's amazing. I just turned it off. It was sitting in front of my screen, then it disappeared. Signing out of that. Looking for the extra. I don't think it's in the chat. Apps. I think it's on the apps. Okay, it looks like it's on the apps. Perfect. And you don't know how far it was going, but it might have been 5 hours I set it up for. I don't know.
Oh,
But that's always a possibility. And we're gonna put his little setup. So we will next. So that was Caroline Dunn, Lina Dunn. She's outstanding, hysterical, an amazing individual. So now I gotta get to this screen because I want to invite Captivate, but I don't know if he can. Captivate,
oh.
come on up if you can. Okay. And here we go again, apps. Okay, why am I doing it's amazing. Why am I having let me make you
You gotta love Zoom and all the technology that's supposed to make our lives so much easier. And then it absolutely doesn't make our lives so much easier sometimes.
Captivate. Come on up. Perfect. Are you still on, Captivate? I have the video that you could come on. Oh, he's popping back on. Okay,
Oh, okay. I bet it's his problem. We'll blame it on him.
what's up, Captivate? Welcome.
I do have to ask, who are you talking to? Like, I wasn't here like 5 minutes ago. I just popped in, but you're talking to me on YouTube.
Oh, Caroline Dunn. Her picture's on. So she's
No, not Lina. You said like, oh, come on, couple name, come up. And I was like, I'm not even
Oh.
here yet.
Oh no, well, it's been saying you joined like 25 minutes ago.
No, that wasn't me.
It's had your name and everything, but okay.
That wasn't me.
All right, so there's a doppelganger running around.
There's an evil clone. I tried to click the meeting link and it said like, oops, link no found. Okay, then I had to go manually enter the meeting ID. I sent you a message saying like, the link is not working. I'm gonna manually enter it. But then on YouTube, Andy's like talking to, oh, couple days here, come on. I was like, what happened? When did I get there? Or maybe Linus' impression of me is spot on and he's just
That's it. That's actually what it is. I joined as Cap.
yeah, and you confused all of us.
Yep, including myself. So
and also, why you are a beautiful floating head on Zoom, but on YouTube your floating head is not showing. Only Andy's floating head is showing.
oh, good. I gotta keep my, like, I don't want to be a decapitated head just floating in the wind here, okay?
Yeah. So you just like being a ghost.
I want to be a disembodied voice, not a decapitated head. All right?
Yes, ghost.
Please.
Ghost it is. Ghost it is. How are you all both been, Andy? How are you? How are you, Lina?
We'll let Lina answer first.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm about an hour out from my first stop. I have to go to a grocery store because I need to buy somebody a birthday present.
So you draw a 1 hour away grocery store. I thought New York had stores all over the place. Oh, you were in Philly.
No. Yeah. Well, I gotta get to I'm going camping. Everybody in my life is turning 35 this year. So I'm going camping for somebody's 35th birthday. And in order to do that, I am, of course, now driving about 2 hours. It's going to be about 3 hours in total for me to get to the campsite. So going to the grocery store and I'm going to buy a jar of pickles because the traditional birthday gift for this particular person is pickles.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, your millennials are weird, so I give it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So once again, guys, what's up? Hailing from the land of leopards, elephants, and crocodiles. No, it's not Australia, but it can be an offshoot cousin because we come in a smaller package, and it is same as hot as balls, and the only difference is even the frogs can kill you here before the elephants do. So it is Sri Lanka. For the white people, it's paradise. For us, it's useless because brown people are already born with a tan, so we can't get anything out of it. But anyways, I asked my same question again, Andy, because you did not answer it first. You were waiting for Linus' permission. So how are you now?
I mean, not great, but I will say I was glad that Lina joined me to start this off. So it didn't start in a bad way. So thank you so much, Lina. But that's just the truth. I had a co-host that dropped out yesterday, didn't tell me, and I don't know where that's putting me, but now we know. And Lina did save me on that, just because I know the banter I would have came to would not have been so funny, or at least not in most people's head. They usually laugh at me, not with me, but that may have been a harder combo.
As long as you're laughing with them, that's the important point. Although I was actually listening into your conversation. I didn't realize Scary Movie was the one that created the "What's up" thing. I thought that was a thing that they parodied, but apparently they're the one who started the "What's up" thing.
Well, I think the commercial did was the three rappers doing a Coke commercial or Pepsi commercial or beer commercial, and then they copied the same way. So it was the rappers that started it, and then they followed up on it, which was,
Of
I mean,
course.
great.
Diabetes creating machine is the one who's creating our cultural trends, as always. Coca-Cola. But in any case, I do have to point, like, when you told about the improv lesson thing. Now, here's the thing, though. This is absolute bullshit coming from a guy who has no idea what he's talking about, but I'm gonna be a dick about it and make fun of a lot of things, mainly because when you were talking about, like, do not search for the funny. I feel like that's like telling a stand-up comedian, don't stand, sit.
I mean, I get what you're saying there, Cap. And it's also, that's Cap. Because it's, you're not supposed to, like, a lot of people, when we say don't search for the funny, it's not like don't be funny, but it's don't go in going, I'm gonna make like the biggest joke. It's like the joke will happen. Just trust it's gonna be there.
This is the exact opposite acting lessons that I always get. It's like, don't worry about the accents. Don't worry about the lines. Don't worry about expressing yourself. Just be in the moment. Yeah, if I'm being in the moment, it's not going to be entertaining.
No, but again, realize whether it's comedy or improv, timing means everything. And that's the same as is searching for the funny. Don't search for the funny, because it will come and people will allow it to come in to make more sense and make it a lot richer and funnier. So you don't search for the funny. It's timing.
This all crossed on the fact that when I when I figured out there were curvy models, right? When I learned curvy models, first my thought was like, okay, so they're beautifully shaped. Maybe they're so curvy than the rest of us. So, but then I learned, no, that's not the truth. They're just people who don't exercise. And I'm like, okay. I mean, that makes more sense in the clothing world, really, because like in the clothing world, you need to look like average people and you need to show clothes that actually look like how it would fit on. But I feel like that's kind of taking away the whole model thing. I mean, like, I understand a bit, but, this like comes with the territory. It's like telling an actor, don't express. We are expressionless actors. I mean, there are expression. You know what? Never mind. There are expressionless actors. But I mean, like every other movie.
I have to definitely disagree with that. So many curvy models exercise a lot. And actually, fun fact, I know most people here maybe have never seen me in person or see my whole body, but I would be considered a plus size model.
seen your pictures.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you know,
right?
people
Isn't that confusing? I would be a plus size model, which is confusing, which means that there's something very wrong with our beauty industry if I am a plus size model, because I am not a
people
plus
are
size model.
usually entitled to their opinion. But I will say, Caroline, who I've met plenty of times in person, there's nothing plus sized about her. She definitely could pass as a model. She looks great. And yeah, she wouldn't be considered, oh, a little overweight. No, she looks great. So
Yeah. And yet, I once went for like, I was reading audition materials for like doing modeling. And according to their requirements, I would be a plus size model.
Who are you
That's
modeling
messed up,
against?
right?
Vampires?
Right? That's the thing. I'm like, what is happening here? It's messed up.
but you see
That whole
again,
industry is
yesterday's
so
40s,
skewed.
50s, you had to weigh 115 pounds or less. Be 5'7" or taller, weigh 115 pounds and less, and 115 was pushing it. So you know it's changed quite a bit. I mean, you have 160
Thank
pound models.
goodness.
No,
Thank goodness. Jeez.
But you know the funniest bit, I can see the fashion. So some fashion trends are not a very good thing because like I remember the Friends cast, which I did not see when it was coming out, which I only saw like in 2017. Then the not in the I think this they started like they had like the 80s fashion when they started in the early 90s. So it was just a normal look, and they hit their peak at like the mid and late 90s where everyone looked so beautiful. And then the early 2000 came where the Matrix super skinny absorbed cheeks and everything became a thing. You can literally see everyone's life being sucked out of them. Like Jennifer, I can see Jennifer Aniston's heart. Like that she was that skinny. Glad that's over. But in any case, I do want to ask you guys one thing. Like, do you guys get like AI chatbot ads?
yes,
Nope.
every so often, but I don't deal with it. I at first was originally say, oh, this could be fun. But then I'm reading so much on it that it's kind of like, yeah, then from the experts, it has a lot of negatives, so I stay away from it.
I like the fact that Caroline's algorithm is so pure that she doesn't even get the ad. I like that. But you know the fun thing? I get a lot of it. And it's usually a hot girl would come in and say, oh, you can make me do anything. You can say anything you want with me. I won't judge at all. And you can make me look like anything you want. And I'm like, okay, interesting. So Ariel, Daphne, maybe, you know, Elsa from Frozen. And I'm like thinking all these possibilities. But then the ad goes on and says, like, you can make me look like your ex. You can make me look like your coworker. You can make me look like your neighbors. And I go, hold on. Now, first of all, that is extremely creepy. And second of all, after you told me that I can make you look like anything in the world, you seriously think I want to make you look like my ex? Like, you think that is my stand? I thought AI was meant to be an upgrade, you know? I was my expectations were a little bit higher. And if you're planning to replace humans, you know, at least you should be able to be better than my ex, who I would say consider kind of barely human, so she's still good friend, so I'm allowed to make fun of her like that. Okay? But yeah, that's not good. But and then my neighbors? Have you seen my neighbors? Have you heard them talk? Like, if you're thinking they're the most interesting conversations in my life, do you really think I would be interested in the idea of speaking to a machine? And then the creepy factor, co-workers. But now, I'm on to you. I am on to you when you mention coworkers. I know what you're doing there. You want me to get fired. You want me to get busted with with the coworker chatbot, and I get fired, and they can go, "Hey, we replaced that horny guy. Now an AI chatbot can do his job, and it doesn't take much sick days." To be honest, it'll probably do a better job than I did, but still, I won't let that happen. I won't let you honey trap me, AI, because as long as I have Lana Rhodes, Masha May, and I think who I forgot the third one's name. But anyways, as long as I have those porn stars in my hard drive, you will not break me, okay? Humans still have hope as long as normal porn stars exist. They are our humanity's last hope, okay? You won't make me scan my coworker's face and turn it into a chatbot, okay? I am not a pervert. I am a casual porn consumer. Now that is my AI rant. Technically went on a different rant, but in any case, let's kind of stay away from a little bit of this AI chatbot talk before we get the stream down. How about we move on to something different? How about we move on to existential crises? I want to ask Lina, what is your most existential crisis?
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I guess I haven't thought about an existential crisis in a while.
Again, you're too wholesome.
I guess, right now, I guess it would be, why can't people use their blinkers more often? I don't know if that's quite existential. It is
True.
a crisis.
True. But see, all existential thoughts actually do stem from the fact that our fear of death, which is kind of weird for me because, like, I was never kind of afraid of dying. Like, even when I was a kid, there was like a couple of times I almost did. Like in the 7th grade, I was crossing a road, I tripped, and almost I got run over by a truck, but I didn't. And then somewhere in the field trip, I was climbing a mountain, and then we came down the mountain, and I thought it would be fun to jump on the boulders as I climbed down, and a gush of wind almost threw me off the mountain. But you might be thinking, I'm thinking, oh God, I'm gonna die. But no, it's like, sweet, I don't have school tomorrow. That was actually thinking. I was never really afraid of death. But my existential crisis has always been, how am I going to die? Because that detail I'm a bit more focused on. Because there's awful ways you can die. And there are embarrassing ways you can die, which I think is kind of worse. Like, what will be the most embarrassing way you can die? You know what? Let's not open that can. But there are embarrassing ways you can die. But there's another fear to add to that category, which is like, how will you be perceived after your death? Now, here's the thing. When someone dies, everyone kind of wondered. Everyone wonders, like, what were their final thoughts? What were their message to the world? What were their last wish? What were their legacy? What were they doing before they left, right? That's like a kind of a thing that people wondered always. And they always do something sweet, thinking that person would have wanted this, that person would have said this, that person would be thinking this. We don't have to wonder anymore because everything is fucking recorded, okay? So all they have to do, if I suddenly and then go, what was Cap thinking? You know what? Let's open his hard drive and find out what he was thinking. And I really don't want my parents to open up my computer and find this was the last thing I was doing and say, wow, he really wanted to bang Yor from Spy X Family. I don't want that to be in my gravestone. Just saying, I don't want that to be in my gravestone. But I would prefer, like, I was focusing on my work. Like, someone open up my computer and say, he was dedicated to his work. He was dedicated to his passion. He was dedicated to his craft. He was working. You know what? Never mind, because the last thing I was working on was this. So I really don't want my mom to open up a document that says, I am not a pervert. I am a casual porn consumer. No, that's not a good link either. You know what? Never mind. Everyone, before you log off your computers, always Google Jesus or whatever your philosopher you prefer. Just Google that. Let that be your last memory when you leave this earth, when you suddenly bought it. But in any case, let's do some improv. After we focused on all the existential crisis, I'm just going to leave this up here just in case. I'm just going to leave this up here. I don't know why, but I'm going to leave this up. It brings me confidence. Anyways, let's do some... okay.
Well, if you guys are going to start improv, I need to hop off, especially given that I seem to be somehow in the backwoods. It's definitely where I wanted to be.
Well, thank you so much, Caroline Dunn, Lina Dunn. Great job.
Get
Yes.
the bear. Send the bear. We can do improv with the bear.
I just thought I saw one. It wasn't a bear. It wasn't a bear. It was a man. It was a man with what looked like a Ghostbusters amount of herbicide. So, okay. Whew. Not a bear. Not a bear. All right, guys. Have a wonderful
YouTube weekend, I guess, but yes.
She could have said, have a wonderful jam, but I'm going to be an annoying person and say, have a wonderful hi. But Andy, let's do some world's worst if you're up to it.
Sure.
So how about you give me, what would be your world's worst anniversary? Like it could be a world's worst anniversary card. It can be, what is a world's worst anniversary anyways? Give me.
You're garbage.
Well, thanks, Dad. You remembered. My worst anniversary. Hey, it's your circumcision's anniversary. Here you go. We still kept the peace. Which is ironic considering I'm South Asians. We always keep the peace attached instead of, you know. Why do Americans started doing that? Do you know the history of why people started doing that, Andy?
Well, I know part of it, but I also know this is the 6-year extravaganza, and I don't want a learning lesson in the 6-year extravaganza.
The funny thing is, it was actually done. The culture became a thing in America by the guy who invented cereal. The guy who made cornflakes a thing is the guy who started to make that a cultural thing in the US, which always kind of struck me, huh? So that's what you were thinking while you were pouring milk on your cereal. Interesting. Interesting. But let's do another world's worst. How about we do the world's worst. Oh, bear. The world's worst bear.
Okay, I'm giving it to you first.
Hello, I'm Winnie the Pooh. I am so nice. I just eat honey. That's all I do. That is the world's worst bear. Winnie the Pooh is the world's worst bear, Andy. You cannot say Winnie the Pooh is like the world's best bear. At least Baloo, bare necessities, still, lives like a bear. But Pooh just eats honey, even though he's made out of stuffing. Where does that honey go? Is he just covered in stick? Is that the thing? The doll is just filled with stick? Is that the whole stuff? I mean, if it was the case, he would be eaten by actual bears. That's not being a good bear. Okay, you do, world's bear.
Yeah, well, yeah, listen, yeah, I'm at work. I know I'm on the toilet though. Yeah, well, listen, you asked for a bear, and yeah, I'm bare nude right now, so I'm just sitting here reading newspaper as I'm bare nude. Can't fire me.
I wish the birthday party has that bear dude in them. That would be great, isn't it? Happy 35th-year-old birthday! Why are you in the nude? Now, the world's worst survivalist. Can you give me the world's worst survivalist?
Yeah, yeah, I survived. Yeah, yeah, we've been married for 20 years. I'm still alive, thank God.
I feel like that's a trophy that goes to a lot of married people, huh? That's not really rare, isn't it? Huh? Think about it. I think they're the best survivalists. You may have actually done the best survivalists. Now, what is my impression of a world's worst survivalist? Hey, Andy, we need to start a campfire, right? Do you have a match?
A lighter.
Better. Do you know actually how to start a fire without a lighter, Andy?
I'm sorry?
Do you know how to actually start a fire without a lighter or a match?
Yes.
Do you know how to do that?
Of course, turn on the stove. No lighter, no match. Da-da-da-da.
I'll just ask Prometheus to bring down for the fires of Zeus. That's how I will do it when I'm in the woods where there's no stove, no match, and no lighter. I'll just ask Prometheus. He'll help me out. But hey, it's not even a big trick. Just bring a magnifying glass. That's pretty much enough, right? Magnifying glass is pretty much enough to start a fire. It's an easy tool. You'll probably need it in the woods when you're foraging and whatnot. Uh, so, in any case, let's do the worst raccoon.
Well, the worst raccoon is simple. I'm in my coon right now, but I'm kind of ratty. So I'm looking for that cheese. I'm pretending I'm a raccoon so I can be in the logs. Why do I want to pick the logs? I want to be getting some cheese. So, more humans will be willing to let a rat in their house than a beaver in their house.
Okay, here's my impression of the world's worst raccoon. I wasn't born with the mask, so I use a filter. Sorry. It's just the coloring didn't come naturally. I'm an albino raccoon. It just didn't work out. Okay, let's do another game. Come my turn to... Oh, I have 6 minutes. What can I do in 6 minutes? What can I do in 6 minutes? You know what? Let's do a game of positives. Okay. So this game goes as I am your friend and I have done something really, really bad. And I'm going to express what I've done. And you're going to do your best to support me while also acknowledging that what I have done is probably not a good thing and it's going to be a lot of trouble. Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Can you give me a random word?
Spider.
Okay. Yo, Andy, look, I just did something amazing.
Okay.
Okay, you know what I did? So you know that Spider-Man became Spider-Man because he got bit by a spider, right? And because he got bit by like a genetically engineered spider. Well, I don't have like a genetically engineered spider, but what I did was I grabbed a guy, locked him in my basement, and then got all the spiders from Australia, and one by one, I let those spiders bite him. So eventually, all those venom's gonna mix up, and it's gonna turn into that mutated spider venom. He's gonna be Spider-Man, right? Right?
Well, yeah, I think that's a great idea. I just am sort of thinking that you gave him a new apartment just to live in without rent because you didn't say you're charging him rent. And
Yep.
yeah, I don't know how successful that really will become if he doesn't become the Spider-Man.
It's the weird thing, like his arm is kind of swollen, but I thought, that's probably like, the it's taking effect that he's kind becoming strong and developing a muscular structure. It's also kind of red. So I just, painted pink paint on him just to even the skin out instead of just being red. And is that okay? Is that good? Just treating the side effects.
I mean, it sounds good. I'm just not sure how something could be looking red and not being red. I don't know how something's kind of red. It's either red or not red. So you're confused
Well,
there, but
well, his arm is red, but those spider bites, they're kind of green and yellowish and kind of gangly. I'm assuming it's like the powers are starting to work. That's why they're like that, those cartoons, that's what happens. So that's what's happening, right? That's probably what's happening.
well, that sounds like a great idea. I think you should probably pick up the spider and chew it one leg at a time and suck on it, and you might be the most powerful individual on the planet.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of sucking, so he's gonna be a spider, right? And I know it's not gonna be like all in the movie, so he's probably gonna be like an actual spider. So I brought in like it's spiders, like feeding spiders, and that's what I've been feeding to him. But I think he may have like something allergic in the apartment, so he keeps sneezing every time I feed a spider to him. And that's he's not allergic to the spiders, right?
It doesn't seem that way. I mean, I just think that, spiders are just that, spiders, and they got 8 hands or legs, so they got to know 8 times what we do or 4 times what we do.
You know, that's a, oh, so spiders have 8 legs. Oh, I thought spiders were those thingies with like, that stinging tail on the end. I thought that's spiders, right? The 8 legs ones are the scorpions. That's the spider, right? Am I right?
I think you might be right. Not positive, but the key is you've been in school a lot longer than me, so you probably know what you're talking about.
That's why I just, come to check. Like, can you hold this thing? Just careful with the tail. Oh, it just stung you. Oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. You didn't get, I mean, like, you might develop superpowers, right? It doesn't hurt that bad, right?
No, it's not that bad, but it's just kind of wondering that thing stung me. That's not a good thing, I don't think.
Oh, it's not a good thing? Oh, maybe do it twice. Maybe we'll undo it. Okay, here, let's do it twice. Oh, it's a second sting.
Oh, yeah, yeah, that one stung even twice as gooey.
Oh, are you developing any powers?
I I think just a headache. Is that a power?
Uh, you know what? Let's test this. Let's test this. How about we get up on the roof?
Okay, are we climbing up the roof or are we taking the elevator? Or...
Yes. Come on, follow me. Follow me. Let's do the roof. Okay, we're going up to the roof. Around to the roof. Okay.
Yeah, you
Okay.
yes me, but you didn't tell me yes, climb the wall, or yes, take the elevator, or yes, walk.
No, no, just walk with me. We're gonna be on the edge. Okay, just we're here. Come here. Okay. Now you jump from here to that building. Can you do it?
Um, Maybe if I had a bungee jumper.
No, 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 no. You have spider powers. Go for it.
Yeah, I kind of think we could do that downstairs and not up here.
No, man, you got this. You got this. Go, go.
It's going. I'm trying to figure this out. Trying to figure out everybody trying to join here to host this, right? But
Wait, you're still on your phone while you're doing. Oh, you fall down. Oh, are you okay, Andy?
I am fine. Thank you so much. And I am fine. That is our seat. So just to ask you, Captivate, do you have a website so people can join you when you're participating and know when you're participating?
Of course, you can find me on SWAT Deeds, where I sing, I dance, I throw myself in a bucket, and I work with puppets. So you can go check me out on SWAT Deeds. I don't have the background for SWAT Deeds right now because I don't have it. I just have Yor in the background. All my images are replaced with her. But anyways, it's in the name tag. So check me out on SWAT Deeds, so you can watch a lot of cartoon sketches and other my shenanigans. And hey, even Lina has some of the played some Disney princesses in some of my sketches. So come and check that out.
Well, those will definitely be great. And yeah, I would check them both out. They both do an outstanding job. So we are about to have David Nelson. Wow, I'm Pistansky. My mind's just so shot. But David Pizanski, who's coming up, he's just having a little problem getting to the site. But do you want to stick around, Cap? I know sometimes, Cap, you get to stick around. Sometimes you can't.
Yeah, I think I'll stick around for a bit.
All right. So everybody put videos, and if you can't, I don't know why.
I I think it's better if he uses the meeting code because that's what worked for me. The link didn't work for me.
No, right. Well, that's what you're saying he's using, but I'm trying to see how to turn the videos on. Right now, that's all their pictures. That's none of their videos.
The host disabled our videos.
Huh!
No,
I hear
know.
Norm's voice.
Yeah, I know that
Yes.
part. It's not giving me the answer just because doing that for the earlier marks. And why the heck?
Why is Norm's ghost coughing?
He's almost dead.
So, okay, here comes David. So he may have
You
a better
premature
answer.
ghosted.
I'm hoping he has a better answer than me. Hey, David Raleigh Vazansky.
You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Ah, it's
Because
Ruth.
I
I
never-
can hear you all, but I just won't be able to see you all yet.
Because I never shut up.
So, David Riley Pizanski with Extreme Improv. So I'm going to ask you, David, do you know how I put on my video thing here? That's everybody else put on?
I don't think we need anyone else's video, Andy. I'm on. It's okay. Tell me what's happening. Have you? So
Video-
are you on a computer or on your phone?
I'm on my computer.
Okay, so down at the bottom left-hand corner, do you see where it says the video button?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Right, there we go. Okay, everyone else, do the same at the bottom. So if this was the overall thing, it's just
yeah,
like down there.
we're doing it, but it says unable. We cannot start your video because it is disabled by the host.
Oh, Andy.
Right.
Right, let me hang on.
You do not have special permission. Only we do.
Yeah.
I think I got it. Okay, I got you guys. Okay, you can start your videos now.
Okay, give it a go. See what happens.
Magic happened.
Ta-da!
Hey,
Okay,
come on.
fantastic. So on that note, hello everyone. How are we doing, guys?
Good.
Amazing. So welcome everyone to the Extreme Improv Extreme Show, the fast-paced improvised comedy show where we make up scenes, songs, stories, and so much more, sponsored by Pepsi, I wish. No, but on the show tonight, we can see who we have. We have Cap, we have Norm, we have Melanie, we have Ruth, and of course, we have Andy. Now, we're going to make up a bunch of improv games. I've got a Extreme Improv suggestion generator app open already, raring to go. Let's find out what the first game we're going to play is. Oh, we are going to tell a group poem. We're going to tell a group poem. And the way it works is we're going to contribute to the poem. And I will start this off. I'm going to tell you the order that we're going to go in. It's going to go David, Andy, Norm, Melanie, Ruth, Cap. Okay, so I will give one line that Andy will rhyme with. Andy will rhyme with my line and give a second line that Norm will rhyme with. Norm will rhyme with Andy's line and then give a second line that Melanie will rhyme with. Melanie will then rhyme with Norm's line and then give a second line that Ruth will rhyme with. So everyone does two lines. It's only me that doesn't, right? Okay, and we get the idea of Ruth and then Cap, right? And then from Cap back to me. And we'll go around a couple of times. Let's find out what this is going to be about. This is going to be about the shovel. This is going to be about the shovel. Okay. And I will get things going with one opening line. And everyone, you are gonna dig this.
This is what really gets me mad. That's why I'm so pissed. You got to realize I seem to always clean up the snubble with this big shovel.
And I tried to get out of it, and I did grovel, but the boss would not have any of it.
So instead of working, I decided to sit. If he doesn't like the way I do it, too bad on him.
I'd just as soon blow this off and take a swim. But I like to really keep my job.
But can I murder Bob? That was the question.
It burned inside like indigestion. But then I came up with a perfect idea.
I realized why spread it out and just be here. So I decided to pick up my good old shovel.
And although I knew it would get me in trouble, I started to hit him with it.
I hit him and hit him until he shit. Then he turned around and looked at me.
And oh my God, on the floor was a pile of pee. I knew now that I was in trouble with human resources.
But I need to do something about his courses. I really need him to complete his diploma.
Or just die in some other way through a problem like melanoma. But I just decided to steal his horse.
So there was one wise thing to do, of course, and that's just to pick up a carrot and make the horse chase me.
And I chased him till infinity. And then I just gave up. I was too tired.
I don't know what to do now. I'm not a liar, but I need to get out of this awful mess.
So I decided to go to human resources and confess. I just really wanted Bob's position.
But they questioned, so I deflected.
When he's dead, a monument for him will be erected. But little did everyone know, I was Bob's killer.
And even though it doesn't seem like much of a thriller, the funny thing is, Cap was in the closet too.
And in there, he cried and went boo-hoo. So I thought I would try to cheer him up.
I got some whiskey and poured him a cup. But it didn't do much because he was already drunk.
And then I really thunk. All I needed to do was have Cap promote me to president.
I always knew the acting resident, and he was indeed evil.
But unfortunately, he drove his bike like he was Evil Knievel. And he crashed and died. The end. Well done. Let's get the hell away from that. So good work, guys. Let's pretend that the last 5 minutes never happened. We'll be okay. So we're going to go on to our next game. We're going to play the band letter game. There'll be 2 performers in the scene at any one time. And everything they say will have to avoid using the band letter. So, for example, if the band letter is S, they cannot say any words that contain the letter S. If they do, excuse me, they're tagged out of the game. If they hesitate for too long, they're tagged out. And if they have what we deem to be a circular conversation, they are tagged out. Let's see who's going to start this off. We're going to have Norm and we're going to have Ruth. So let's see. Here we have Ruth. Here we have Norm. Your scenario is you just found 2 cents. You found 2 cents. And the banned letter is M. Every 45 seconds, we'll ban an additional letter. Take it away.
Oh, I found some cash.
Let me see. There you go. I'm out.
Okay, you are out. Okay, let me see. Okay, the banned letter is M. Next in will be Eleni. And continue.
She saw it and died.
What did she do next?
gave her the pennies.
That was very generous of you.
Yeah, I like to give her dollars usually.
Oh, so you're a very helpful person.
Thank you. Could you try the same?
Freeze. Got to
Same as
ban
a
another
minute.
letter.
Same
Oh,
as
you
a
got-
minute.
Same.
All right. Okay. We'll tag you out. Cap, you are in. And we
What
are
shit-
banning
which-
another. Wait. We're banning another letter. And the next letter to be banned is Q. Oh, M and Q are banned. Continue.
Hi.
Hello there.
Norm helped me.
Norm
is
has got an
M.
M. Okay.
Ah,
You are
why,
tagged
Norm?
out.
Why?
Right. I am tagged in. Hi there.
Hello.
What's new?
Nothing really. Just hanging around.
You look like you have a secret.
Perhaps I do.
Tell the truth. The truth will set you free.
The truth is,
Yes.
looking for my queen. Oh,
Okay. No worries. Andy, you are in. And at this point, we have to ban another letter. So, what is the hell is the scenario? Because I can't remember.
Nickel and
Oh, it started with
Oh,
down
2 cents. 2 cents. Okay, 2 cents. Right. So M, Q, and L are banned. M, Q, and L are banned. Yo! Andy.
What's up?
Not.
Repeat
Not.
yourself.
There is a knot.
Did you just say yourself?
Can he not?
Yeah, you
Oh,
say.
L. Yes, I won. Right, okay. Thank God I needed this tonight. Right, okay. So, guys, we're going to move on to our next game. Let's see what we're going to play. We're going to play something spectacular. Right, we're going to go on to our next game. We are going to do some 1-minute remakes. The way it works is each of our performers will get 1 minute to recreate a famous movie. Let's roll the dice to see who will go first. It will be Cap or Thave. Right, so Cap. Let's see what movie we have for Vu. And let's get you onto Spotlight just whilst we're waiting for that to refresh. And you have Superman Returns, which will be a very Cap film. So Superman Returns, and take it away.
I am now Christopher Reeves, and my planet just exploded. We don't need Superman. Superman's been making us weak and all that. Hey, I am Michael something Spacey. Yes, I'm in this movie. I'm gonna be the damn Lex Luthor. Cool guy. Yeah, I've discovered his Superman lair. Ooh, look at these button crystal thingies. Let me hack them. I am Brandon Routh, the best Superman ever. Superman's business. I heard myself. Sorry, my super echoing powers activated. But I am Brendan Routh, the best Superman ever. And I'm here to be cool and do no action scene in this movie. There's a cool shot of a bullet hitting my eye, though, but still cool. Anyways, Lois, you told that the world doesn't need a hero. But when I'm up here, all I'm hearing is people asking for one. Oh no, this girl's about to die. I saved her, yes. And I did. Lex Luthor did
And that
something
is
with that.
time. That is time. Well done there, Cap. Next up, we're going to have Ruth. Let's find a movie for you. Could you give us a 1 minute remake of Clue? Clue. And here you go.
You don't have a clue. What are you talking about? I know exactly what's going on here. Well, somebody died, and nobody knows who did it. and there's a bunch of people standing around here with weird faces, weird outfits, and how did they even get here? Well, I would just say that I was just coming to stay at this hotel, and all of a sudden I showed up, and I'm not getting service here. I'm not getting service. Well, I want to just go use the pool, and there's a dead person in there. So how am I supposed to swim? I paid thousands of dollars for this vacation. And you know what? I'm not happy. I expect you to clean your dead people out of the pool. Well, people.
And that is time. That is time. Do you know, that was so realistic. I believe you've actually had that conversation in real life, Ruth. Right.
Thank you. I have.
I bet you have. Okay, now, Norm, you will go next. Let's find something for you. Could you give us a 1-minute remake of The Time Machine? The Time Machine. Okay. H.G. Wells, and go for it.
I always wanted a time machine to repeat my SATs. Oh my God, it went way too far back. Ooh, jeez. This is not good. They don't have any of the modern facilities I like. Oh, it's awful. I'll go back even further. Oh, cowboys and Indians. Ooh, I don't have a gun. I'm gonna get killed. Let's go back further. Dinosaurs? I'm gonna die. My God, I'll go to future instead. Wow, what are these creatures? This is a weird world. Everybody's nice, but there's creatures living underground. Oh, jeez, I wish I was home. I click my heels together, maybe take a balloon like in Oz and go back home. But
And that is time. That is time. Now, I'm just going to choose to believe that Norm doesn't know anything that happened in history between dinosaurs and cowboys and Indians. So,
Or you just saw the whole time machine from the 2000s.
yes, that too. Right, Melanie, you will go next. Let's find something for you. And we have for you Dirty Dancing 2. Dirty Dancing 2.
with all the moves.
There was a sequel?
Apparently. And here you go.
Is that you, Johnny? Is it really you? Hey, baby, it's great to see you again. This is amazing. Let's dance. Oh, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I know. I mean, you were so young when we met before. Look at you, all grown up now. That's right, Johnny. I'm all grown up. I'm on my own. And I think I love you. I've thought about you every day since the last time we saw each other. I wanted to dance with you. I wanted to hold you in my arms. Oh, Johnny, this is a dream come true. Oh, let's never get separated again.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Okay, let's see who will go next. Who hasn't had a go, in fact?
Cap and
Andy and myself.
Oh,
And Andy, you will go next. Let's find something for you. And could you give us a 1-minute remake of Beowulf? Beowulf.
Beowulf?
Yes. And here you go.
All right, wolves, come on, let's go over here. Yeah, we got to hunt over here and all. Yo, daddy wolf, you got to understand. That looks a little weird. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, you're showing your bare butt, and, you know, we're all wearing pants. But you're wolves, you're supposed to show your bare butt. No, you don't understand. This is got to be, climbing. Come on, the food's out there. But again, they're going to scream first if they see you with no pants. They might think we're a joke, but they see you with no pants. Well, does anybody have any pants to lend me? No, that's miles away. You should have known. You were standing behind us, like watching us. Oh, yeah, you know, it's very cool. Well, listen, sexy, if you want, you could pull it down. That's fine with me. Don't listen to her. You know her and her wolf roots. Oh yeah, come on. I just want food. Well, we'll see. We'll leave you some if we can, but you know we need to get in that house already. Oh my goodness. What are you wolves doing outside here? Oh, sir, you look like
And
you're
that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. So that just leaves me. Will one of my fellow performers suggest a movie for me, please?
Nolan's Odyssey.
I haven't seen it, but I literally
okay,
haven't
Nolan.
seen it, so it's
Troy?
still.
It's been done many
No, it's
times.
fine.
so
I'll do the Odyssey. I literally
it's the
don't
same
even know what it's
story.
about. It doesn't matter. I don't know what it's about. There'll be some Trojans, right? And here I go. Everyone, gather round. There is a war coming to our lands, I assume. So we must be ready. Everyone, train. Get all of our blacksmiths together and make some swords and shields. We must be ready for this. The incoming invasion. My goodness. There is a Cyclops and he is giant. We must kill him like Jason killed the Argonauts. Take this. No, my wife, you are slain. I am slain. Oh, how close to being slain are you? Ah, several minutes. I still have a chance. No, I've got a headache. Oh, you always with the headaches. Right, I must go. No, what is this? A giant horse. Let us welcome it in. Come, we present you this horse. Ah, it is magnificent. Let's go to bed. Quick, everyone, climb out of the horse. Oh, why did you use real horse anus for us to climb out of? Aha! Surprise! There are 20 of us in here, and there are 7,000 of you in your city. I think we'll win. And that's time. Okay, I have no idea.
That's the
Okay.
Iliad, not the Odyssey.
The what?
The
That was the
Iliad is
Iliad,
the
yeah.
War of Troy.
Look, you don't know what
Odyssey's-
comes after dinosaurs, Norm, so what can I say?
Hey,
But
it's all Greek to me.
yeah, true. Let's have a look. Oh, I missed Stavros. Now, let's see what we're going to do next. Next up, we are going to play a game of we're going to play 99 blanks walk into a bar. We'll make up some jokes. 99 blanks walk into the bar, and then if you have a joke, give a wave and you'll do your punchline. So 99 blanks walk into the bar, followed by your punchline. We're going to start off with farmer. 99 farmers walk into the bar. If you have a joke, give a wave. Oh shit. Right, okay, Melanie.
99 farmers walk into the bar and the bartender says, "Hey, guys."
Hey! Right, okay, anyone else? Give me a wave. Norm.
99 farmers walk in the bar. They ask for a complicated drink, and the bartender doesn't know how to pronounce it. So he said, "How do you spell that?" Oh, E-I-E-I-O.
Haha. 99 farmers walk into a bar. The farmer goes up, says, "Think I'll have a drink." Ooh, now, what shall I have? Now, I want something natural. Maybe something a cow produces. Bartender says, "Quit milking it." Okay, Andy.
99. Who walked in the bar? I'm sorry.
Farmers.
Farmers.
We
99
are
farmers walk into the bar, and the bartender says, "How may I help you guys?" They said, "Listen, we're gonna all want a beer, but we don't have any cash." It's like, so how do you want a beer? He said, "Well, you could play with our oinkers if you like."
Whoa, Capel Fave.
99 farmers walk into a bar. They saw a pretty barmaid, and one of them go up to her and ask, "Hey, want to plow?"
Haha. Ruth.
99 farmers walk into the bar, and this woman was bartending. She's, "You guys have to go outside, zip up your pants, and come back in." And they go, "Why?" And they go, "Because your cows are all hanging outside the barn."
Haha. Norm.
99 farmers walk in the bar. The bartender says, "What can I serve you?" And they said, "No, we don't want a drink. We want to sell you insurance." He says, "Who the hell are you?" "We are farmers." Bum, ba-da, bum, bum, bum.
I don't get it, but I like it.
It's a commercial in the US.
Oh, okay. 99 farmers walk into a bar and they're all standing around just saying to each other, "Cattle, bovine, bison." The bartender says, "Stop talking bull." Andy.
99 farmers walk into the bar and they all start passing the bartender. The bartender says, "Excuse me, guys." They're like, "No, well, we see that beautiful girl standing by herself back there." It's like, "Yeah, and what's your plan doing?" "Well, we were going to show her how to milk a cow."
Okay. Who else? Who else? Ruth.
99 farmers walk into the bar and they go up to the bartender and they said, "Oh, what brings you all into the bar today?" And the farmers say, "Oh, we're just here to spread our seed."
Whoa. Okay, 99 farmers walk into a bar, and the leader of the farmers is feeling pretty cool tonight. And the bartender says, "Oh, here comes the goat. Get that thing out of here." Okay, because it was a real goat, guys. Come on. Melanie.
99 farmers walk into a bar and then they turn around and walk out because the place wasn't seedy enough for them.
Cap.
99 farmers walk into a bar, but not to drink, but to utter the word of the cow.
Ruth.
99 farmers walk into the bar and the bartender takes their thing and they say, "So how's it been? How come you haven't been in the bar for a long time?" He said, "We've been a little lame. We're just trying to get back on the horse."
99 farmers walk into a barn.
Ouch.
Barn. Yes.
Get it? Right, I'll give you another one. 99 farmers walk into a bar and they... Oh, sorry, guys. Am I weirdly cropped?
Yeah, you were the close.
Okay, anyone else? Anyone else? Going once? Okay, let's get another topic. So this time we are going to go with 99 journalists walk into a bar. 99 journalists walk into a bar. And if you have a joke, then give a wave. Okay, 99 journalists walk into a bar. Oh, that's going to leave a headline. Okay, anyone else? Cap.
99 journalists walk into a bar, and the barman asked, "Yo, what's your story?"
99 journalists walk into the bar. The bartender said, "Oh, did you just walk off the high street?" They said, "Oh no, we came a different way. We came off the lowest lane." Andy.
99 journalists walk into the bar and they go up to the bar counter and they all just start salivating, looking at the bartender. And the bartender's like, "What's going on, guys?" It's like, "Guys, may I help you? You can't do that here at the bar." Forgot what the hell was I saying. Holy mackerel. It's one of those days. Sorry, totally forgot. Would have been
Andy,
a good one, trust me.
literally, you can't do that. That was such a long setup to then cut us off at the end of that.
What's the
Right,
word?
okay.
What was the final word?
It was a journalist.
Journalists. Oh yeah. So yeah. Just looking. We're all journalists, and we're really under the lust column.
Norm.
99 journalists walk in the bar and they order drinks, and the bartender serves them very small drinks, and they go, "Supersize it," like Clark Kent to Superman.
99 journalists walk into the bar, and after a while, the bartender is just furious. He looks across, and they're all writing in their diaries. He says, "Get out, get out, get out. You can't do that in here." They said, "Whoa, don't be journalist." Ruth.
99 bartenders they walk into a bar and journalists walk into a bar and the bartender says, what are you doing here in town?" And they said, "Well, we're just looking for some good New York Times."
99 journalists walk into a bar, and after half an hour, the leader of the journalists goes up to their friends and they're like, "I can't believe this. The barmaid just touched my penis." And all the friends just go, "Report her. Report her." Melanie.
99 journalists walk into a bar and 99 politicians walk out.
Okay. 99 journalists walk into a bar, according to the headlines, but in reality, there was like 6 of them. Okay. Anyone else for journalists? We'll get one more topic. Going once, going twice. Melanie.
99 journalists walk into a bar and they all order beers. And a guy at the other end of the bar goes, "That's fake news."
Aha. Okay, let's go with 99 psychiatrists walk into a bar. 99 psychiatrists walk into a bar. Melanie.
99 psychiatrists walk into a bar and 99 politicians walk out.
Aha. Cap.
99 psychiatrists walk into a bar, but the barman said, no, you are too young to be here.
Like it. Norm.
99 psychiatrists walk in the bar, and bartender says, what can I serve you? And they say, no. We ask the questions. Lay down in the bar, and we'll blame it on your mother.
Okay, 99 psychiatrists walk into the bar. The bartender says, "Where's the 100th psychiatrist?" And they say, "Oh, he was too a Freud." Okay, Ruth.
99 psychiatrists walk into the bar and they start ordering daiquiris, then their beers, and then they keep going on and changing their orders. And the bartender says, "Come on, just don't overanalyze this."
Andy.
99 psychiatrists walk into the bar, they wave to the bar, and they start walking in the back, all the way in the back, in the closet, and past the stock room and all that stuff. The other bartender is very curious. He's like, you saw all those guys go in there. Why'd you let them in there? He said, listen, they're psychiatrists. They're on a break. Now they're on the couch getting some BJs, if you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Right, Cap.
99 psychiatrists walk into the bar, but one of them fell. And the barman's like, what happened? Oh, he did a Freudian slip.
99 psychiatrists walk into a bar, and the bartender's like, wow, why are so many of these people here all at once? And one goes over and goes, "Hi, I'm Mal." The other one goes, "Hi, I'm Mal." The other one goes, "Hi, I'm Mal." And the fourth one says, "Sorry, we're all in here for malpractice." Norm.
99 psychiatrists walk in the bar. Bartender says, hey, no smoking allowed here. And they say, no, sometimes a cigar is not a cigar.
Ruth.
99 psychiatrists walk into the bar and the bartender says, "What do you guys do?" And they said, "Oh, we're psychiatrists." And they say, "Oh, wow, you're a lot better paid to listen to people's problems than me."
Okay, Cap.
99 psychiatrists was about to walk into the bar, but they said, "Psych!" and they bolted.
99 psychiatrists walk into a bar, and the leader of the psychiatrists say, "Didn't this place used to be the Old Lion?" And the bartender says, "Yeah, but we're currently under a rebranding. If you want a drink, you need to make a growling noise." And they're like, "Rah!" And they say, "Oh, can you do that again?" They go, "Rah!" And they say, "Okay, you passed the Rorschach test." Right. Anyone else? No, and scene. Well done. Okay, excellent. Let's go on to our next improv game. And our next improv game is going to be a game of we are going to play Mystery Murderer. Mystery Murderer. The way this works is one of us will have murdered someone. The rest of us are going to question them as to why. And the person that murdered someone doesn't know who they murdered, by what method, or for what motive. And they'll have to answer confidently, as if they know. It's like press conference, but there's definitely a murder. And so let's roll the dice to see who this mystery murderer will be. Andy, it's you. Andy, now, Andy, can you make it so you can't hear us whilst we decide, and then we'll wave when we want you to come back?
Yeah,
So
the power all the way down.
Amazing. Right. So
yeah, now zilch.
Yeah, we can hear you though, dude. So right. So now, who did he murder? Who did he murder? A fictional character. Who did he murder?
Kermit.
Who?
Kermit the Frog.
Kermit the Frog. Okay. By what method? It has to be nothing related normally to Kermit the Frog. Something completely different than Kermit related.
A pacifier.
Like a passive, like a baby's dummy.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't do the
Okay.
gestures. He can't see you.
Shit, you're right. It's a good point. Right. Okay. It's just we call them dummies in the UK. Right. Okay. So he killed him with a pacifier. And can I ask what was the motive for killing Kermit with the pacifier? Can't be anything Kermit or pacifier related.
He got kicked out of a French restaurant.
He got kicked out of a French restaurant, and he's a frog. Yeah, okay, let's go for it. So he killed Kermit the Frog with a pacifier because he got kicked out of a French restaurant. What has that got to do with Kermit? Well, it doesn't matter. Right, we'll figure it out. um,
Le frog's legs.
That's right.
Okay, so remember, you can't say any of the key words. Right. Okay, Andy, can you hear us?
Okay, hello.
Can you hear us, Andy?
I hear you, yes.
Yeah, so well, I'm glad you're here to be able to have this conversation with everyone because ultimately we're not here to judge so much as get to the truth. So I just wanted to ask to begin with, why?
It felt like it was something that needed to be done in the moment.
Okay, now there's a lot of people here I'm sure have got questions for you.
Yeah.
Norm.
So by killing this individual, weren't you afraid that all the pig community would be mad at you?
Well, I was told at a very young age that if you see something you like, you got to pork it.
Okay, good to know. Anyone else? Capelthave.
So, is there a reason why? Like, do you find like educational programs in general are annoying? Is that why you did it?
Well, yes and no. I mean, I think it's important, but I do wish they put some improv into it and make it more entertaining than just reading boring books.
Like, I just want to ask, did you actually think you'd get away with this? Are you just a complete dummy?
Well, I basically don't have anybody up my ass. No arms are going up my butt, and I'm not walking with strings, so I wouldn't think that.
Okay, Ruth.
Well, I wanted to say, like, do you have something against the Rainbow Connection or something?
Something against the Rainbow Connection?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great question. I probably don't, but I don't know what the Rainbow Connection is. But it's if it's like a rainbow, I don't know, rain flag thing, I'm fine with the rainbow, so I got no problems with that.
That is a deep cut. Right, okay, Norm.
Did you kill that individual because you thought he complained too much about being a different color?
Well, again, the hate symbol that people like to bring out, the hate is shared, and it's very stupid and ignorant.
All that's going on in Andy's mind right now is he's thinking the Rainbow Connection, like, have they got me killing someone because of pride? And now you're like, is it because they're a different color? He's like, God, it's race too. And like Andy's like, what the hell are you doing on my show, guys? Like, okay, what the hell is this? Right, Melanie.
Now, your victim was beloved. You must have been hopping mad to kill that one. What happened?
Well, again, there's a time and place for everything, and even though he's a nice guy, I didn't want to kill him, but he just said a little too much that he must die.
Okay, Capelthave.
Well, the thing is, we all kind of find it ironic because, like, the word on the street is you are also indeed a dreamer, a lover, like so many of the beloved people who also like him that you murdered. So, again, are you a dreamer or a lover?
I am a dreamer, I am a lover, and like I say, I like to do it in pig style, but again, it always depends on the situations.
Okay, Ruth.
Well, Miss Piggy wouldn't want to do it pig style, and I think she'd be very, very upset about this murder. What do you think about that?
Well, again, I'm a big fan of Sesame Street and the Muppets, and I think they're great. And, Miss Piggy, even though I don't think she was the perfect match for Kermit, sometimes Miss Piggy tells me a little something, something I can't reveal, but that's why Kermit's got to say bye-bye.
Could you just explain? The rumors are that just before the murder, you just, looked at him and said, "You suck."
Well, yes and no. I said he sucked, and it was really a compliment because he sucked up the flies. And when he's sucking up the flies after I said it 5 times and he didn't even acknowledge me, that pissed me off.
Okay, Cap.
Could you say your anger was a bit misdirected? I mean, certainly. I mean, I can understand if you got anger against Lay Pepe from the Looney Tunes, but why you have to go and take out, the beloved? Why?
Well, well, even though Porky sometimes is cute, he's more not my style, but it doesn't make him a bad guy or a bad pig. But yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Norm.
So I have to ask again, did you kill him to shut him up for complaining about it not being easy to be green?
Yes, well, I did. Like I said, even though I argued with Mr. Piggy, it was Kermit that deserved the murder because, again, he ate too many flies without taking my respected words towards him.
People are so interested in your approach to murder. Like, I've got a feeling this was your first murder. Were you having some teething trouble?
Well, it was my first murder, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't eaten in hours. And I did tell that to Kermit, but he kind of ignored that too. So it was time to eat a little Kermit.
Okay, Cap.
Did the boss baby provided your murder weapon?
The Boss Baby from the movies, never seen, but the Boss Baby, he seems to like take command, and again, Miss Piggy likes to take command, so Kermit didn't dig that he had to listen to both them being so clownish.
Ruth.
Well, I mean, did you have to steal the murder weapon from a baby who needed to suck?
Well, yeah, when you're talking about babies that are planning to murder, I don't think it's a bad thing to take away from them, and I think everybody should take away from them. And again, it's just Kermit is so delicious, so green, but I was green with envy from his taste buds, and that's why Miss Piggy was a bit upset, but not too upset after she tried some of them.
Okay, a few more questions. Cap.
Do you believe that if someone gave you a croissant, this whole incident could have been avoided?
Well, if somebody gave me a croissant, it could have definitely been done, no problems at all, but it would have to be Kermit that gave me it because then he's acknowledging me instead of kind of ignoring me. So that croissant would have saved his life, no question.
I mean, just like how it's going to have just affected the people around where this happened. Haven't you ever thought of just going up to them and just honestly, from the bottom of your heart, saying "Je suis désolé"?
Well, again, like when I first hired Miss Piggy, she was a great security individual that kept everybody away, but sometimes she gave too much of a beating. And she did help Kermit, but again, she liked the taste of Kermit, so she wasn't too upset with me. And she knew what I meant when Kermit didn't really listen too much.
Okay, last question, Norm.
So when you killed Kermit, did you eat his legs?
Well, yes, of course you have to eat the legs when you eat a frog. It's frog legs are always what people told me. And I never had frog legs before, so I said, hey, let's go for it. Miss Piggy sounded interested. And, the little boss baby was kind of like, hey, screw it, you messed up, but let's try some. So they all seemed to be happy that the frog legs were not that big, but they liked it that came from a legendary frog.
Okay, you keep bringing up like about Miss Piggy. I'll just ask this one last question. You keep bringing her up, right? Everyone knows she's quite a feisty individual. Did her presence lead to the murder? Couldn't you just try to pacify her?
Well, she kind of did, and the reason is also when I'm looking at him, getting mad at him, not listening to me, she was standing right behind me. So I saw it through Kermit's big eyeballs, and noticed I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm either going to die or not, but I'm going to do it for Miss
You're either
Piggy.
going to die
So,
or die trying. Yes.
so, yeah, so
Okay,
I
good.
successfully.
Fantastic. Now, Andy, for anyone just tuning in, who may not have got the context of this, can you tell everyone who it was that you murdered?
Well, I murdered Kermit the Frog.
You did, bastard. Right. Can you tell us how you killed Kermit the Frog?
I killed him. Me and my memory goes out where, but I think I killed Miss Piggy by using
That is
the
a short
baby,
memory.
yeah, the baby boss's shotgun that I took from
The baby boss's shotgun.
Yeah, the baby boss had a
Interesting.
gun. That's the pistol I was mentioning before.
And
It's
and
called-
it had to be the baby boss that had a shotgun.
Oh, he had
No
some
other-
type of gun. I'm not
No
big
other
on
character.
weapons.
If you need a shotgun, you go to the baby boss.
Well, yeah, because the baby boss is the one that makes all the rules.
Babyface Moretti.
Okay. And out of interest, if your memory will, indulge us, what was the motive for this?
The motive was that he wouldn't listen to me. And when I saw Miss Piggy standing right behind, she looked kind of shocked and looked kind of excited looking. I saw her looking down and up on me. So I was like, hey, it's worth a try. Get rid of Miss Piggy's husband. And now maybe me and Miss Piggy could run the Muppets.
Okay. Well, it was close enough. 1 hour 3. So yes, you did kill Kermit the Frog. You killed him with a baby's pacifier. So not the baby's shotgun. And the reason was because you were thrown out of a French restaurant. So there we go. Right. Fabulous. Now let's move on to our next improv endeavor. Let's see what we've got here. So next up, we're going to have a press conference. No, we're not. Right. Next up, we're going to make up a story, and we're going to do it all together, but we're going to add 2 words at a time. 2 words at a time. The order this time, we'll go Capel Fave, David, Andy, Norm, Melanie, Ruth. Capel Fave, David, Andy, Norm, Melanie, Ruth. The theme for our group story is going to be an egg. An egg. An egg, he says. Right? And Capel Fave, take it away. 2 words at a time.
2 words. Humpty Dumpty.
Sat on
A wall.
And then
The wind
Blue Humpty.
Away to
his mother's.
It wasn't
a pretty
sight for
Humpty. He
saw himself
Reflected in.
so he
went to
the neighbor's
house to
complain about
Their Shih Tzu.
so he
decided to
knock on
the veterinarians.
there he
Spoke to
very loudly
until he
got thrown
At the
sidewalk. No, that's one word.
and scene. Well done. Well done. You know, it's fitting that it was
Egg
about
crushed.
an egg because it was definitely scrambled. But we'll endeavor to suppress that memory as well. It's all good. It's all good. Now, let's see what we're going to do next. We're going to do some... we're going to do 3 very quick alphabet scenes, and then we will have time for a finale game. So let's have a look here. First up, we are going to have Ruth, and we are going to have Cap. Ruth and Cap, let's get you on spotlight. Here we see Ruth. Here we see Cap. Your scenario is you have a hidden squirrel. You're going to begin at the letter O and go for it.
Did you say hidden squirrel?
Yes.
Okay, just
10 seconds down.
Oh, is that a squirrel?
oh, please excuse me. My squirrel is my friend.
Questions for you. Why don't you have human friends?
Shh, don't tell anybody. I love my squirrel. It goes everywhere with me.
This is strange. A child should not have a squirrel as a friend. She should have all the human friends that she wants.
Under my jacket, I could take it in the movies or to school.
Very ill advised. Where are your parents?
Well, they don't really know about the squirrel. They're at home.
Xavier, is he your dad?
You don't know my parents at all.
Zach told me about a little girl like you who was born to Xavier.
Always there are going to be little girls like me that do weird things. It's okay.
Behold, let me break your squirrel anxiety.
And that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Okay. Okay, so we got part way through. Part way. Let's see. The next 2 are going to be Norm and myself. Norm and myself. So let's get us onto spotlight there. So here we see Norm. Here we see myself. We're going to begin at the letter S. What's our scene about, guys?
Snakes.
Sorry?
Snakes.
Snakes. We're going to begin at S, and here we go. Snakes!
Too many of them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Very dangerous they are.
Wellington boots. Snakes cannot climb Wellington boots.
Xanadu is worse than I expected.
Yes. Can we come up with a plan to fear them away?
Zany plan would be better.
Arson. Burn them.
Burn them is a great idea.
Cut off their tails and make them eat them.
Don't spare any one of them.
Eviscerate them in front of their baby snakes and make them cry.
Fangs pulled out.
Get all of the venom and just stick it into Norm.
How about sticking him to David?
I can't believe you just said that. I was going with the flow. You're just malicious.
Just contain yourself, please.
Kill a snake already, Norm.
Let me try.
Mamba, it's got you.
No way. I'm gonna
Oh
die.
my God.
Please tell me it's not venomous.
Quickly, let me suck out,
Right, he bit me on the butt.
Time.
Sure. That isn't time. That is time. And that's time. Well done. Well done. Okay, now, excellent. So let's have a look. We have got 2 left. So now we will have Melanie and Andy. Melanie and Andy. Let's get you onto spotlight. And your scenario is that you are at the nightclub. You're at the nightclub. And you begin at the letter M. Take it away.
My goodness, this is great music.
Nice music, and I like drinking my coffee with it.
Oh, you're drinking coffee? You want a beer?
Obviously, I don't want a beer, otherwise I would have ordered a beer. I want to be relaxed. I want to drink my coffee.
Party your way, dude.
Quite frankly, I think everybody should party whatever they feel like. Maybe I'll feel like a beer later, but I like looking at you while I'm sober.
Right, you're right. I apologize.
Super, I love that. I just think your dress is a little too high. I think maybe you should rip it up like the old school style days.
Take that back. I love this dress.
Unbelievable. I said it as a compliment. I wasn't saying it rude. Maybe it's not your style. I was just saying you looked great if the jeans, pants would be all ripped up.
Very sorry, but that's not my style.
Well, that's fine. So, what style do you want to come in that looks a little different?
Exactly what's wrong with this?
Oh, and that is time. That is time. Well done. Well done. Okay, so we've got time if we are hurry for a finale game. 1 minute extreme monologue. I'm going to roll the dice. And Melanie, you will start. The character is you are Bill Murray. The situation is there is a tsunami. You're not allowed to repeat any words. If anyone notices she repeats any words or hesitates, call out freeze. Melanie, you're Bill Murray. There's a tsunami. Begin.
Everyone near the coast, it's time to evacuate. There is a tsunami heading your way. Please get in your cars, get on the bus.
Freeze, heading your
Bus.
way. Get in your cars. Right, okay, and here I go. Oh my God, a tsunami! Helicopter! Someone! Please help me! Look! I'm rich, famous, funny, used to be. Not so much these days. Retired, relaxing. Ghostbusters, great. Garfield, not so very happy about that.
Bus.
Ah, shit. Cap. I repeated. Right, and go for it, Cap.
Korea revival. Garfield. Yay! Bombed. Sequel. John Cleese? Hey! Oh no, flopped. Still going.
And Cap will fave,
Hi.
you win. Well done, Cap. Well done. You're tonight's Extreme Improv Extremes champion. And Andy, I'll hand back over to you.
So before you do, I'd just like to go around real quick for everybody to share whatever sites they are, whether it's in person or online when they perform. So Captivate, please let us know.
You can check me out on SWAT Deeds.
These perfect. And Dorm, what about yourself?
You can see me later today on the extreme.
Well, this was the extreme.
Well, sorry, on the extravaganza, the other X.
The Improfessionals, but Doi, Melanie,
All the excess.
what about yourself?
I will also be on later with the Improfessionals, and you can also see us just about every Friday on what's it called? Socially distant improv.
Thank you. And Ruth, how do you let people know when you're performing in person or online?
I sometimes perform with Extreme, and please just take a screenshot of my name here and follow me on socials. I'll be announcing I have some upcoming things in live in Southern California here. If you live in the area, come out and see me. Okay, thanks.
Perfect. Great job. And David Pazanski, buy his books, but let us know, David, with your creation.
Yeah, certainly. I have books. So check out Extreme Improv, Big Book of Improv Games, or Extreme Improv 2, Bigger Book of Improv Games, both of which are available worldwide on paperback, Kindle, hardcover editions from Amazon and all good places where they sell books.
Well, thank you all, Extreme Improv and Company. David Riley Pazanski, outstanding job. Thank you all. Happy 6-year anniversary and have an amazing one.
Bye.
Okay, so we're going to end up announcing our next individual, which is Joe Jester, from what his name says on it. But welcome, Joe.
Hello. Thank you so much for having me today, Andy.
It's great to see you. Yeah, we've been doing this for 6 years every month and 72 months straight. Did a lot of podcasting and all. And yeah, I was reading your credentials and everything. It sounds outstanding for what you guys are all pulling together.
Well, it's amazing that we have this shared connection because I am celebrating about 72 months in a row of happenstancery. What month was it that you guys started in 2020?
It was July.
Okay, so in May of 2020, I lost my mom, and in July, I started an improv troupe to try to come out of that COVID cloud that was covering. And I'm in Hudson Valley in New Paltz, New York, and I felt my mom's spirit and her energy telling me create something. Get a group of people together and spread some cheer. And sure enough, I said free classes right here in my cul-de-sac of my college house. I had just graduated in 2019, and we've gone every week since about this July, and it's incredible what has come out of it.
Oh, that's outstanding. Are all your performances in person or both or just online?
Yeah, so we mainly perform in person, and we're just starting to get our Patreon going. So happenstancery slash page, Patreon slash happenstancery. And that name came about in the early years, and it's all about the synchronicity and feeling connected, which, as you know, in improv, stuff that's in your mind, you connect with people, and there's all sorts of different serendipitous things that happen and relationships and friendships that have come out of improv around the world. It's very special. So we've performed at comedy festivals, New York City, and all over. We're doing our first Fringe Festival in York, Pennsylvania, actually this August. So I'm very excited about that.
Very cool. That's definitely awesome. So just kind of wondering, do you always play different types of shows, like sometimes long form, sometimes short form, or sometimes not improv at all?
That's a great question. So, yeah, we as Happenstancery have done a variety of different formats. Unlike some other groups, because we kind of considered ourselves more of like a jam band than a improv class, like a formal come in and take level 1 and level 2. We were just whoever coming into jam, you're a part of the band, come on in and we'll accept you. And if you've come to one rehearsal, you can perform with us this Saturday. So it's been that kind of an energy throughout. And sometimes we've had a chance to really develop a form, and we actually seasonally have a couple games that we've created that we do, like around the Oscar season. We'll do our award show night, and I'm a musician. I have my piano over here and one over here, and I like to do soundtracks, get my Hans Zimmer going and playing on piano or ukulele or guitar. So we like to do all sorts of different activities, but there's always a musical undertone with me at the helm here.
Okay, so does everyone have some music in it?
It seems like that's something that we've always kind of carried through, like as a host and as a performer. Some of our early games, one of the first ones we had was a beatnik poetry game where I would grab a drum and kind of make up a poem off the top of your head and pass that around. And yeah, we've carried on. We had a game called What You Got too, where it's like, you might have heard it, where you would say, oh, where are we, what are we doing, we're shopping for Christmas gifts. Oh, I'm wrapping up the presents, what you got? I'm filling up the stockings. So that kind of games over the years. But lately we've gotten into full-fledged musicals, which you can actually catch on our Patreon.
Oh, very cool. Yeah, do you teach improv online at all, or is it mainly for your team?
I really want to teach more improv online because over the last 6 years, I've gotten really good at, making people feel comfortable and opening up to improv. And I have in the past, when being a troupe in person during COVID, there were times where we said, you know what, it's getting hairy, a holiday season, the numbers are up. Let's meet on Zoom, do some Zoom prov. And we always had a good time. And I really do like one-on-one sessions and working with some smaller groups. So people can reach me at happenstancery@gmail.com. If you ever want somebody to just work with you, work with your kids, I'm looking to get a group of teens together and beyond. I've worked with young adults as well, and the youth as young as 6 and 8 in theater clubs and after school things. So I think everybody could use more of it, and I want to start giving this gift out throughout the world, not just in the Hudson Valley here of New York.
That's definitely very cool. This is something that I do a lot when I do my drop-in classes. So these are like a bunch of real movies, 547 of them listed, and I'm still adding to it. But I have
Oh,
acronyms, I have battle wheels, emotion characters, experts, holiday movies, horror movies, improv warm-ups, improv wheel. So like with all these, like the long form and short form wheel has 207 improv games.
wow.
They're all different, and there's more for me to add to it, which drives me nuts. But like you find them in the papers and keep forgetting to add it to, but like I have to make sure it's not done already. But yeah, I think it's a very cool way because in the beginning, I know some teams did it that style, but they kind of, in my mind, didn't do it the way it should have been. They kind
Yeah.
of like read it to you. It's like, we don't see nothing. Why are you reading this? That's why I like the wheel. Everybody gets to see counting the audience and it brings it to it, which I like a lot. But
Oh, that's really awesome. And where did this come? Did you develop these lists?
well, yeah, those are all lists that I performed in, or
Wow.
or at least movies that exist. And I always thought I watched a lot of movies. Boy, I have not, especially
Yeah.
those. But I mean, there are a lot that I have watched. But when you're looking at the 600 plus something movies that are from 20s to now, it's like, holy crap. But
Yeah.
very
Well,
cool.
this is amazing too with your list of games. This is what I love. Improv is such a word of mouth kind of passing it down to generation after generation. It's become such an amazing thing in my life, and I just am thankful that there's people who've come and taught me and said, "Hey, let me give you my perspective and let me show you some of my favorite games." And that's something I've always done is say who wants to lead a class. I'm just the facilitator, but let's get you to come in and host and give people that experience of being a leader. So have you found that to be true, that the best way to learn something is to teach it yourself?
Yes and no. It's just because, again, like the old saying says, those that can't play teach. I think that's a total bogus thing. Many people could play and teach. Many,
Yeah.
counting
Yep.
out kids and all. So, I mean, I love teaching and I love performing. So, yeah, I just think, yeah, it's a great tool that I've had. I've been doing this for a couple of decades and been teaching for over a decade, and the short form, long form theater improv in New York City and now COVID world because of it. But it's
Yeah.
been outstanding. And
One of these games piques my interest, and I want to hear more about your history, but I'm curious, what makes a French herald unique? What's that?
well, a French herald and a herald are totally two different games. And they have all different, should I say, styles. I always haven't listed it right here. So it's like, it's been funny. I've been up for probably 41 hours straight, just exhausted. But I mean, yeah, I couldn't fall asleep the way I wanted to. But still good to get this going because it's gone 72 months straight.
Yeah, you should go
Um,
72 hours in a row for 72 months.
yeah, that I could. That I
It-
definitely would try. That wouldn't be successful, but yeah, it's definitely very doable. And yeah, when they play, it's definitely awesome.
oh, there it is. Improv Encyclopedia down below there.
Right, that's one of them. And what I like about that and don't like about it, they explain some of the games totally different, and they explain the different game under what they're saying. So, but it's cool. I mean, to
Yeah.
me, yeah, you see the different styles, and like here where I'm going, I had a whole bunch of listings. A lot of times you'll make this a mono scene. A lot of times you'll do a Harold type of style, and they got different ways to do it. So,
Oh, wow.
and yeah, if I
That's
was more
awesome.
awake, I could definitely do it. It's amazing how,
Yeah, it's just amazing. These different styles and the way it's all been passed around is great. One game that I created that I really am proud of, and I would love for more people to try it, is more modernized. I call it the algorithm. And we got a few games, or we get audience to tell us what's kind of weird stuff that's been popping onto your feed. Whether it's, I've been getting tiger attacking videos, or I watch people getting their hair cut or whatever. So we get someone in the audience or one of the players to be the swiper, and we all line up in a straight line, and you can pair up or you can do one at a time, and you just come up with ideas based on, all right, let's give an audience a look at this particular algorithm.
oh, that's definitely very cool and resembles other improvs. But again, like it's amazing how many improvs are related in some sort of way. Like I made up some improv games, and it reminds people of another game, but it's a different game, so it's a different rule, but it touches on it, which to me,
Yeah,
it's a lot, because yeah, otherwise improv would be 20 games and done. So it's good that they
right.
explored.
There's always ways to make it your own and find it, and to unlike stand up where it's like, oh, don't steal my jokes. Improv, it's kind of like, go ahead, take my game. Just try it, play with it, because every show is going to be different. Even if we have the same game, we could do 100 shows in the same game and they'd all be different.
Yeah, I mean, on Meetup, there was one lady that would teach the viola spoiling
Yeah,
situations, and to me, I liked hers a lot, and there were parts of things I didn't like, but that's just the way the viola spoiling goes. Like when I first started, I started with short form, then started long form, then started with the viola spoiling, and it's weird. It takes a while to finally figure out certain things they tell you, and it's like it's a no-brainer. Why did I ever think that other way? But it's it's a great tool, and I mean, what you are doing seems fascinating. Um, definitely, and yeah, it's
yeah, and the thing that's beautiful about it is it's actually been free. We tried to make it an open door policy, and just we've had seniors that have come and decided to stay and come back and every week. And we've even gone into senior centers and done improv with at residence retirement homes and that kind of thing, and also at colleges. So it's just grown into this thing where there was nothing and an open space. We said, let's go in and create a weekly meetup, and I think a lot of people have benefited from it. And we recently created our first documentary about it. It's the Happenstancery Improv, but with the New Paltz puppet introduced, did the documentary. So if you're interested in that, check it out. It has our whole story, and I think there should be a Happenstancery kind of thing in every town.
yeah, I mean,
Really.
like we do have people that perform sometimes here with puppets, and I think most of them aren't going to be on tonight. There might be one, but it's fun, like really amazing the way they do things, and I'm like, oh, and yeah, I just like the style they take it in, and
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
just
it's phenomenal. Puppets can add a real, dynamic, and they can connect with kids a lot. Even my nephew, he's 10 years old now, but I remember connecting with him with a puppet, and it was like, oh my God, this is how you really kids you got their attention instantly when you get a puppet out. and adults too. It's an underexplored thing. And one of my partners, Christopher Pollock, he was from the Connecticut area, moved to New York. He's done puppet classes and workshops and taught kids how to make their own puppets, and he even designs them using brown paper bags. So I love that kind of DIY sensibility of just, let's get people performing, let's get them making puppets, let's empower them. Because I once heard someone say, I think, when we're raised in this country, in this world, we're told, oh, don't sing, don't dance, leave that up to the professionals and just kind of go to work and shut up. But I think as we grow, and do improv and things like that, you start to learn, wait, maybe I am allowed to sing. Maybe I do belong on stage. And I love seeing people come out of that shell, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I always tell people when I'm performing, I'm like, look, I can't sing. No answers or buts, but I've taken musical improv and I never thought I would love it so much. And I said, I
Yeah.
take long form, short form theater. And I said, it's different, but so much alike. But I said, I love it with a passion. So it's just great. So a lot of times when we're doing stuff, some people are like, oh, I really don't like singing. Said, who cares? We know you sing in the shower. So just sing here. It's in the shower. Nobody else knows. And it spreads out the mind. I've done that with my improv team. We performed on live. And to me, yeah, it's about nobody's looking for the next Frank Sinatra, Elvis Presley. We're just doing karaoke songs and let it get going. And
Yeah, it's an amazing thing, and I think it's in our human nature, and it goes back to me. I think of the primal humans around a fire, and music is the earliest form of communication in a lot of ways. Drumming and entertaining each other and throwing on masks for the tribe, and it's an ancient tradition. And I'm actually into clowning as well. So I have my Jolly Joe Jester was originally a persona, and it's a character that I'm doing a show called Jolly Joe Jester Saves the World. So my improv in this formal setting has translated into me creating characters and clowns and trying to do something much bigger in my solo shows as well. So that's been my journey.
oh, that's very cool. And is everything pretty much in person?
Yeah, for the most part, you can find me online at with Joe Jester, and for right now, I want people to follow me on Instagram, Patreon, because I want to start doing more group settings, and on our Patreon, I just launched a system where people can actually become a member and come into these weekly meetups and get in the room and support what we're doing and create more of a digital scene. But as far as my clowning stuff, you can check out this great show in the city, the Idiots Hour. Matthew Silver in New York, he puts those out on a live stream, and yeah, you can really create something with these shows, and by live streaming, put out your own channel. And I'm the president of New Paltz Public Access, so that's exciting as well, where I will be broadcast.
Hello. Not sure what he happened. All right. Not sure. He was talking fine. Not sure what happened. Okay. Welcome back. Okay, so Joe Jester, yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened with that.
Oh, so sorry about that. Yep. Can you can bring my video back? I should
Yeah,
be able to finish. But yeah, just as I brought up my New Paltz Public Access, the video seemed to have gone away. How ironic. Let me see here. It says you cannot start your video because the host has stopped it.
right, you can do it now. Okay, yeah, it just took me a moment to figure out.
There we go. So sorry about that.
Oh yeah, I don't even know what I was doing because when you disappeared, I'm like, oh, but where do you go? And looking back, but that's a
And
good.
now where did you go? You'll You'll have to open your camera as well. I think I went into a breakout room, but that's because I'm just ready to break out. I'm ready to break out of the Hudson Valley and into this online world like you have. You're inspiring me, Andy.
Well, that's great to hear. And just kind of curiosity as a kid, what comedians or improvisers did you like a lot that started to get you into stuff?
Well, it's funny you say that. Do you recognize who this is right above me here?
I don't, unless it's Viola spoiling, but it's probably not.
No, it's actually someone with your same name, Andy Kaufman. And I'm a big Andy Kaufman fan and
Oh, from
really do.
Taxi. From Taxi.
Yeah, from Taxi. I don't see your video, by the way. I don't know if that's
Oh,
something
you
you
don't
guys
see it? I see mine at the same time, but
Okay, as long as it's good
yeah.
on your end. But yeah, Andy Kaufman, I absolutely love, and as a clown and as a comedian, I've always was loved him. Chris Farley as well was a big influence on me. And I was lucky actually to get on Saturday Night Live last year, right at the season finale as a background actor.
Oh, that's very cool. Definite.
Yeah, I was in the Strait of Hormuz sketch at the end of the season with Hormuz Jeff and got to work with the great Will Ferrell. So doesn't get to be a more improv legend than that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Will Ferrell was outstanding. Definite.
He's one of my heroes as well. And yeah, as far as other comedians go, I'm always inspired. There's a great comedic scene here in the Hudson Valley of New York where there's a lot of stand-ups and things, and created a thing called the Kingston Comedy Collective here in Kingston, New York, and just trying to really create a supportive environment for both stand-up and improv. Where are you based out of physically?
Oh, New York City, Washington Heights.
Nice. Oh, so
Born
you're
and
not
raised.
far away.
Yeah,
I
born
love the scene in the city. I recently went to the Brooklyn Comedy Collective Improv Jam, and that was really cool. And got to see their Pump Up the Jam. Was very love New York City and all the great opportunities that are down there. Hope to come more.
That's very cool. I see more coming in. I think I'm putting everybody in the wrong rooms, but
No worries. Well,
yeah, I'm
that's
adding stuff.
you'll
But
get us all connected here. It's
yeah,
like Scooby Doo. We're running from room to room.
yeah, that's what drives me nuts with the new Zoom. It's gotten a lot worse for me. Like it was a piece of cake in the beginning, and now all these new things they make it so much harder. And I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Why?
That's why I mainly do the in-person thing right here in the Hudson Valley and in New York City as well. So, but I love that you got people from California and you've created this extravaganza here. I hope it goes for 60 years, my friend.
Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, in our team alone, we have a lady from Canada. The one that just showed right before us, you have a gentleman from Europe, and there's a couple of them. So yeah, you get people from around the globe. And to me, yeah, it's always fun to just see where it takes you and seeing how everything goes on that.
Beautiful. Well, it's been a pleasure speaking with you. I love that I was able to be a part of this. And improv, peace, love, and improv is all we need. And one of our mottos is all together now. So get people to gather around you and create something, make it free, make it accessible, and keep spreading the improv seeds of peace throughout the land.
Yeah, no, we definitely loved having you. I'm just kind of curious, would you want your team to perform here for like 20, 25 minutes on set?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I would love to come down to New York City or to do virtually whatever you want. We would love to. We're focused on our Fringe Festival right now, but starting back up in September, we're going to be meeting regularly and ready for that kind of thing. So we'd love
Okay.
to.
Yeah, so it could be anywhere, so we could get everybody from around the world. It'll be your own home, but on Zoom, YouTube,
Yeah,
Facebook. So yeah, that'll
we'd
be
love that. And we're going to be setting it up so we can stream right out of our meeting spot at the New Paltz Community Center because that's my public access goal here. So to the future. We'll be meeting each other on set and rocking out improv for you all. I can't wait.
That'd be great. And do you have a website so people know where to find you and your team?
Yeah. Our best place is our Instagram, happenstancery_improv. Our next best is probably our patreon.com/happenstancery. And then if you want to join the email list, we're working on our website, happenstancery.org. But right now you can just pop in your email and guarantee that you'll get on our monthly emails. So those are the three best ways, and Facebook as well, Happenstancery.
Okay, thank you so much, Joe Jester. That was a lot of fun. And yeah, it seems like your team's gonna go a long way. That's why I was like, yeah, anytime you want to reach, you can reach out in September and see if we get something going. But yeah, you're
We'd
out.
love it.
Thank you so much, Joe Jester, and definitely follow him online. Thank you so much.
Have a great night and have a great rest of this fest.
Thank you. You too. Appreciate it. Alrighty, so I don't know why this is doing this, but I want you all to be able to start your videos. So you all should be able to start your videos, whoever's in. So I'm going to close all Zooms. I don't know who's supposed to be where. This is our 6-year anniversary, and I usually do this. It hasn't really changed, which is weird, but I don't get this computer. Okay, so I supposedly closed everything. Okay, it's counting the clock down. I don't know why, but so I don't think anybody else is on right now. Just because I was clicking, I thought Robin was on, but I didn't see it.
Robin's there.
Oh, she was.
Serge thought he's supposed to come in 20 minutes.
Okay, there goes Robin. Welcome. Okay, so your partner who's just on.
Well, we need to go into that breakout room if it's possible.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, you guys are the next act. I mean, I think
Oh,
you're the next act.
okay.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can try and get Serge. He thought it was at 5:50, but he's a diligent dude, so he'll be here in about 20 minutes before.
Okay, well, that's all good. And I'm just looking here because this computer's been playing a lot of games.
Oh my golly. So go ahead. All right. Well, all this is behind the scenes stuff. So now we have to find our backgrounds. I have a wonderful issue with my backgrounds, which is that it says uploaded by your admin. It's like a little dialogue box, and it's on top of every single thumbnail, and I can't seem to get rid of it. Isn't that wonderful? Welcome to technology.
Okay, so we're doing here App Improv. Okay, I did something wrong here. Okay, extreme. Okay, so Yay.
I have to get him the meeting
So
code
yeah, you're
again.
supposed to start at 5:33 here, which
Oh,
is 5:33
no.
right now.
5:50. So
Okay.
it's 5:50.
Oh yeah, no, Anthony Rendell is supposed to be on right now. Too many people without the times. Okay.
Well, that's okay. I
I'm
love
gonna-
the idea of this being behind the scenes. This is the amount of Andy work that has to happen to make this thing go smoothly. It's unbelievable what this man does. Now, Serge says that he doesn't have the right passcode. So the computer technological genius myself will now have to go to 3 different emails if I can find it, because I assume you don't want to tell me the passcode, do you?
I can tell you the one you gave me.
Yeah,
But you don't want to say it because it's live with thousands of people are
Oh,
watching.
Don, if you
I
listen,
can do it with my fingers if you
no,
want.
if you I could
Oh,
write it here. Nobody's going to see except those that are in this room. Nobody, the live
Oh.
is not seeing it.
That would be the thing to do.
So I'm gonna do that. Is that the worst thing? What am I looking for? Where's this stupid message? But my vision is just so bad.
I think you usually turn off messages, though, don't
the
you?
chat says disabled.
Disable. Well, yeah, it's usually, but again, I'm the host, so I could always chat with
Okay.
anybody. I do that with all the drop-in classes, but I could change this. I'm gonna make it, since she said she knows how to do it, Robin, I'm gonna make you co-host right now. So yeah, you can get right to what's what, but so just realize a lot of people can't get on by clicking the link. Why, I don't know, but if they put the passwords in, they can. And it seems like it's one of the worst jobs that they've been doing, but
Oh no, Zoom. Either all of us have to get rid of Zoom or we all have to start getting a job at Zoom.
all righty. Yeah, let's not be saying that here while I'm
It's in the chat, Don.
Okay, so John, yeah, send that
Got it.
to your
Thank you.
buddy.
Wait a sec. Isn't that somebody?
Oh, wait, that's the Zoom room. Hold on, let me give you the passcode.
Yeah, the password's important.
I was going to say someone's giving their hotel room number. I'm a little old for that kind of stuff, whoever it is. But thank you, whoever the beautiful woman
Hey,
out
don't
there.
argue.
Okay,
There.
okay, good.
Okay.
That's both.
Okay, I'm going to give it to Serge and see what he can do with this. 8.
All right, so I am going to start the time once I announce you here, and then he could join you just because of the timer with everything and everybody. This is our 6-year anniversary virtual comedy extravaganza where we interview some people podcast style, see some improv, see some comedy. I believe these gentlemen have improv listed as that gentleman and lady. So improv looks like what they're going to be doing. So when you are ready, you may begin.
He is bringing us in now. He's coming.
Ah, here he is.
No, not him.
Yeah, I just let him in.
Oh, you did? Okay, very nice.
Oh, now Anthony Renda entered. I'm
Anthony,
still hosting.
he's
Should I-
wonderful. No, Andy should know that he'll probably go in the background while this thing happens, I assume. Or at least
Okay.
that's what
Well,
I've done this many times before. And usually if there's an act either before or afterwards, they know to not come up and be a part of somebody else's act.
Okay, so Anthony Renda, you're just running a little late. So if you don't mind waiting for this set to go, and then I'll put you on afterwards. Okay, thank you.
You're not late, Anthony, but okay, here we go. You ready? Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. Today, we have a wonderful jam prov with a great cast. We have Serge, I can't pronounce that last name.
Cintula. Oh, no, that's Tom.
Let's do a mic check. Serge, what's that last name?
Velichansky.
Velichon.
Gesundheit. What's
Yes.
that last name? Oh, that was the last. Okay. And Tom over there,
Hi, Centula. Tom
Tom
Centula.
Centola.
You'd be surprised people mispronounce that.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all, Tom.
Oh,
And on the other side there,
And
that's
I'm Robin Lipton.
Yeah, and I'm Don Slovin. I don't know. What time is it where you are, Serge?
It's 38 minutes, August 1st.
What day did you say? What date?
August 1st.
Well, guess what?
Congratulations.
That's my birthday.
Oh,
I
happy
just thought I'd
birthday,
throw that
Don.
in there. But we're not, most of us are not there yet. So
cheers.
Serge is in the future. So how's the future, Serge?
Hello, this is the future.
There we go. Very good.
It's dark.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's do this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you to Jamprov. The first prompt is going to be light bulb. Light bulb.
It won't dim. I can't make it get dim. It's just too bright.
It's simple. You press the button. Press the button on the console. You have to press the button on the console. You got it? That should.
That might be. Wait, the TV just came on. I might have the wrong remote.
Oh wait. Oh. You know what? I have to. I have to be careful how I say this because I have the Alexa in a variety of different rooms. So I don't want the thousands of people that might be watching us suddenly to have their garage doors open.
We should try that.
You are so devious.
Alexa.
You mean to tell me you're going to try and listen?
Dim my lights, Alexa.
Robin, you're reformed. You're reformed. We've already gone through this, okay? Your robbery days are over. No more robberies.
You keep making all these rules. I mean, robbery is my life.
It was your life. Now you've turned over a new leaf.
I stole the leaf.
No! You stole the leaf? Oh, no.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the night show, and here we are talking about girls and boys again. Oh, we have a phone call from our regular listener. Hey, what's up?
Hi there. My name is Jeff. I'm a first-time caller, a long-time listener, and
oh, you sound like the one that called me last night.
I'm a fairly young adult, and I'm starting to discover relationships.
All right.
And I was at this party last night, and I met this guy, and he was so nice and funny, and he was always offering me liquor, but I wanted to know more about his welding business.
So, did you talk about the welding business or just drank liquor?
No, that's the thing. I wanted to know more about his welding business. He's a small businessman in Poughkeepsie, New York. I'm from Syracuse, so that's where we kind of hit it off. But he was really trying to get me to drink liquor, and he was always like putting, I don't know if they were like vitamin gummies or pills in his mouth. He was always trying to like get me
That
to
is so typical. Man, you must behave and be careful. Drinking from strangers and taking pills from strangers. Man, pretty soon you'll end up being welded somewhere around the corner.
I guess you could say I was bewilded or bewildered or something. But
I don't know. You never know. After those pills, you never know. You know? Man. Well, you are a young adult, looks like. If you don't mind, how old are you?
between the age of 18 and 25.
Oh, you're not sure? All right.
I guess I'm 24.
Okay. 20. Yeah, 24. All right. So, what kind of music song do you want to listen tonight? And I will sing it for you.
Maybe some Depeche Mode or Michael Jackson,
Nah.
maybe
What?
Bell and Sebastian, Modest Mouse. If you got any of those hits, anything from them, just surprise me.
Yeah, I will surprise you. And now the time is near, my friend. So it's time for you to meet another friend. And the friend may give you pills, but you'll be stupid if you take them. Goodbye. Thank you.
I'm giving it up. I'm not taking any more birds. I'm not. Okay. I know you'll be proud of me to know that I have given away all of our birds, and now we have no birds. What? Was it you had said that you wanted to have a new life, and so I took it upon myself to rid ourselves of all of those pets.
My favorite red collar birds, like
Yes, the red collar birds, the blue collar birds, even the yellow ones.
I painted all of them. It was so fun.
And now that we've all reformed, we're all we're reforming. I thought that it would be welcomed if I was to get rid of our birds.
Yay. So I have another idea. Now, since we don't have the birds, right?
Yeah.
I brought a small alligator.
Oh, a small alligator. Boy! Wow! That's a one pair of good-looking shoes. That's gonna be.
You don't like the shoes I bought you?
They look like space boots.
You said I need comfort, and space boots are the most comfortable.
Yeah, if you're going to visit the moon again.
So you're saying we're not going to the moon again?
Well, if I'm going to play basketball on these things and I'm going to jump as high as I want to dunk it, I better be going to the moon and then dunking on people from.
Well, these space boots, you will be jumping higher than all the rest. You'll be dunking. People will be bowing down watching you play.
So how come I'm only a 3-star prospect instead of a 5-star prospect?
Because you needed the boots. Now you can do it. You gotta believe. Don't you believe?
Mom, listen to me for a minute. I only scored 24 points yesterday. I grabbed 11 rebounds and maybe 5 or 6 assists, but that's not enough. Like, I'm trying to get into Duke.
Well, honey, you know, the boots were on sale. And I know you can at least get to 25 points.
Thanks.
And maybe 12 rebounds. If you just try.
You practice 6 hours a day. I spend more time playing basketball than doing my homework, and I have the highest grade point average in the entire school.
But that doesn't matter. The boots are just going to help with the basketball. Who needs grades?
That's what I'm trying to say, Mom. I need something more substantial than just like something that makes me look like
a star.
Yeah.
I want you to be a star. I don't want
Like-
you to be smart.
Well, not a lot of stars are smart, but I am. I know what I want, though, more than any star who knows what they do. I
What do
don't
you
just want to
want?
be a star. I want to fit in.
I don't know about fitting in.
I don't want to be just another miserable investment banker like Dad.
He
Yeah,
is
but
miserable.
He acts like he's not, but he really is. They all are.
He acts like he's not when he's around you. He's miserable. Because you know why? He wants you to play basketball.
Even with these stupid boots on.
All right, kids. So come on over here. This is where we are. Come on over. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, so today I'm gonna do magic. Okay, watch this. Watch. Look, here you go. What hand is the pellet in?
The top one.
The right.
You think
Yeah, the
it's
right
in this one? Who
the right
thinks
one.
it's in this one? Raise your hand if you think it's in this one.
Yes.
Okay. And who thinks that the pellet is in the other hand? Which one do you think that it's in, kids?
He's cheating.
That's tough.
He always
Come on.
cheats.
I'm going to say the right one anyway.
You don't have anything there.
I think he still does.
You think it's in the right one, right?
Better be in the right one, because if it's in the wrong one, it won't count.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
There you
Okay,
go.
here we go. Let's all clap together. Ready? Let's all clap together. Here we go. One.
No, I told you he doesn't have anything.
It's
Where'd
in
it
his
go?
lap.
Where did it go?
Look down. Is it in your lap?
No, it's not. You can
Oh.
see that it's not there.
You have no balls.
You
When he's
have
basketball,
no
he
balls.
can have it.
He doesn't have any balls. He doesn't
When he's
have any balls.
basketball, he
Now,
has it.
children, let's keep this clean,
We
children.
said balls.
Listen,
He doesn't have any balls. No balls. No balls.
I can't
Say
wait
it
till your
again.
parents come home.
Well, okay. Well,
Mom,
we
I'm
finally
home.
did it.
Yeah, I'm home. Yeah. What did you do?
We've achieved what we've been after forever.
Oh,
I made the turkey and it didn't burn.
Mom, I hear like every night I hear you making turkey with my dad, right? Like you're trying and trying and trying.
Burning and burning and burning.
Yeah.
Not tonight.
Not tonight. You did it?
Nope.
Gosh.
I had a
Listen,
new idea. I didn't put it in the oven.
Mom, you're so smart. I have a question for you.
Okay.
If you're so smart, please, do you know that Kathy from my our neighbor?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, young, cute.
Well, I don't know if I think she's cute. You might.
Yeah. Well, I want to invite her to a turkey dinner. Like, since you have the turkey, do you think it's a good idea?
Yeah. I hope. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Does she
So
like
can I-
turkey that's not burned?
Well, I don't know. Whatever you do with my dad, can I do the same with her? Like turkey party kind of thing?
Putting it right in.
Right. I don't know how it's done, Mom. He never showed it to me.
You aim it right at the oven.
The oven. Do I need to heat it up somehow?
You just push
beforehand?
it a little and then you can't just shove it right in. That's not how you make a turkey.
But do I need some oil or whatever?
Oh yeah, you gotta rub it all up.
Oh, Mom, thank you. Yeah. All right. So I'll do this. I will practice it on other girls and then I will invite Kathy.
No, you practice with the turkey.
Oh, come on. You're breaking
Just
my
at
heart.
least once. You
All
like
right.
her. You don't want to have all this history. Just go right for Kathy.
All right. So
Better
show
to
me.
practice with a real bird before you practice with the real bird.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Let's take one step at a time. Show me. Let's go to the kitchen. Take me there and show me the turkey.
Okay, here it is.
And scene. Sir, thank you so much for buying those birds. I have decided that I need to buy them back from you. My roommate, who's also my boyfriend, he made a mistake by telling me that he wanted me to sell the birds, and so I have sold the birds to you, and now I want to buy them back.
Okay. That's going to cost you 200% more. That's going to be like $50 instead of 10.
Wait, they're my birds. I mean,
I know, but we have a policy where if you're looking to rebuy something, it's going to be a lot more expensive than what you purchased for first.
do you have any other buyers?
Any flyers?
Flyers? Yeah, do you have any flyers? Because if you made flyers to sell my birds, that might be something different. But if you didn't have any buyers at all, then maybe I'd be able to buy them back for the price that I had paid originally.
Right now, three where the frogs are, where the amphibians are in the cases, the glass cases.
Oh gosh. Well, gee, this is not okay. I guess I'll just have to go back to him and tell him that, there will be no Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Yeah, he asked me to get in the oven. I don't quite know he's weird. He said get in the oven. I don't know.
Approximately how big was the oven?
It was a normal oven and it was on and he's like, just go in, but just a little bit. And it was weird.
You're like 5'4", 5 something, like you're 5.5 feet. If you were to try to get in, I could picture you like fitting yourself halfway in, but you would
But
have
he
to
was
really
trying to, and he was acting all like it was sexy or something. Like Dad, it was weird.
Oh no, I guess it's just he must have had a flashback from the Barefoot Contessa when he used to work on that show. A lot of people used to do that naked, so he must have tried to.
Yeah, well, I was naked,
Oh jeez.
but I didn't expect that. I thought something else was getting ready to happen. And then he's like, get in the oven. And
Block him. Just block him from your phone. Social media.
Okay, kids, let's all jump into the oven. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry, kids. Unfortunately, we have a big problem. We don't have much budget at this camp. And so instead of having a pool, we have an oven. So everybody just jump in the oven. There we go.
We'll jump after you, after you, after you.
yeah. Show us
Counselor
how.
goes last.
You
Counselor
learn
goes
by watching.
Uncle Joey says that the leader goes in last. There we go. So into the oven, everybody. Whoopee! Make sure that you bring your little lifesaver preserver with you, because what the heck, there might be water in there. Who knows? Yeah.
Hmm. I read the book for kids by Josh Maxwell on leadership for kids. And there he said that the leader goes first.
That's what a leader is. That's how you know. That's because it's follow the leader, not the leader follows you.
Yes, Sandy, thank you. That's what it is. Huh?
Okay,
I want to
go,
be a
Uncle
leader one day.
Joey. Huh?
Uncle
I want to be a
Joey?
leader one day.
Can't hear you. Say it again, Tommy.
He
I want
wants
to
to
be a
be the
leader one
leader.
day.
Then you go first.
You
You
go
go
first.
first. Tommy's the
Yes,
leader now. Tommy goes in first. Yay!
the good
Tommy.
leader.
All right, everyone.
Yay!
Yay.
Probably. And that's it. Thank you guys. That is Jam Prov for this evening. Our Jam Provers are.
Robin.
Your
Serge.
mother gave you a last name. What's your last name?
Oh, Robin Lipton.
Serge Velichansky from Ukraine.
Tom Padula, Staten Island, New York.
Don Slovin, New York.
Oh,
Thank you guys so
Colorado,
much.
Colorado.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Don,
And that's
anything else
Jam Prov.
you want to let people know your website for this team only?
We don't have a website. Actually, you know what's really interesting about this group is that we are all the first time getting together on Zoom doing it. Thank you very much, Andy, for giving us the opportunity.
Thank you all. Have an amazing weekend. Thank you. This is our 6-year anniversary, and I appreciate you all. Have a great day.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Great seeing you again.
Okay, so trying to do the render.
All right, everybody.
All right.
As I'm leaving work, we'll take a second here. All right, everybody. Welcome to Extravaganza, the July edition. Congratulations, Andy. What is this? 36 years? 60 years? 35? All right, 6-year anniversary. Congratulations. That takes work, effort, dedication, consistency. Those are all skills I lack. Okay. Andy, can you teach me those? All right. So let's do a comedy, guys. As I'm getting run over, I was ready to do it, but I know you guys got delayed. That was an awesome performance for the improv team. I was laughing. It was hysterical. I don't know. Oh God, hotness here. All right, it was great. Don Slovin, and you guys, unbelievable. I can't believe it's August 1st. I just thought it was July 31st. I'm one day behind here. So thank God. That was very informative. All right, let me get back at the comedy zone. All right, because I was dealing with some customers and my clients. So let's start with some, besides giving congrats to Andy, let's start with some political news. You know, what's going on in the world, what's going on in the news. Just out of curiosity, is the T-Man still in power? You know, I call him the T-Man, all right, because whenever I say Trump loud, I recall, people look at me with like the evil eye, like in Italian, Italy, they give you the evil eye, all right? I'm like, oh my God. It's like I'm a racist. I say the Trump word. It's almost like saying the H word. All right, you guys know what I mean. Can I say the H word? All right, Hitler, if making reference to World War II, that's even stepping the boundaries. All right, impressing. All right, I got to ask that because a lot of people are not fans of the Chi-Man, the Trump stuff. All right, because, of his antics. But I got to say, every time I mention Trump, that guy's got chutzpah. All right, in the Jewish community, he's got he's got bravidity. He's got a good sense of proudness or pride. All right, because he's so full of it in a way. All right. Uh, so what I gotta say is, I'm not a Trumpster. Uh, I don't get very political. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I have a new party. It's the third party, which I called "Do the Fucking Right Thing." All right, it's a Spike Lee joint, by the way. All right, reading between the lines. Spike Lee created that movie. All right, it's like, you know, I don't follow politics too much. Just like, be fair to all people, especially the lower class and the middle class. That's all I got to say. Uh, but this is some funny things I have to admit. We as comedians love Trump. All right. The reason why we love Trump is because he always gives us material. All right. Main reason why I go on social media is like, okay, what did Trump do? What stupid, nonsensical stuff did he say? All right. And these are some of the things he said. I was watching some podcasts. This very famous podcast. I don't know if you guys ever heard of this podcast. It's called IG, Instagram. Okay. I got to get stuff. Listen. So Trump was quoted, he's like, hey, what do you think about LeBron James? This is what he said about LeBron James. He goes, yeah, I'm not a big fan of LeBron James. He bad-mouthed me. I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's the GOAT. I think MJ's the GOAT, Michael Jordan. So he doesn't sugarcoat Trump. He says it like it is. You taught at an early age, don't listen to everything your mind thinks. Trump does the opposite. He listens to it. And then he had this quote on the Mets. I know Andy's a Met fan. I'm a Met fan myself. He goes, for the highest payroll, the Mets, they're not that very good. All right. Thank you, Mr. Trump. Captain Obvious. All right. They do have the highest payroll. I think the Dodgers are a little higher than them. Yeah. And they're not that very good. Yeah. Because they're not winning. A lot of injuries with Lindor. Okay. So Trump doesn't shoot out. And what else is going on? What else is going on? Why does it feel like I have a flat tire? Please no. All right. All right. There you go. Car comedy. Here we go. All right. So what else is going on? Is there still wars going on? I don't know about you. Is there a war? Supposedly there's a couple of wars. Oh, look at this. Flat tire. Shit. Oh, I gotta get that fixed. See? Car comedy with a flat tire. Check tire pressure. So you have it here live. All right. So we're gonna go to Cornell and get a flat tire fixed. All right, that's it. All right, what else is going on? Isn't there a war still going on? Like the Punic War, Athens and Greece? No. Isn't there two wars going on? I don't keep track. Whatever it is. Is it, the Allies versus the Axis? I know there's a couple of wars going on. All right, but I don't keep track. I know it's Ukraine and Russia, this and that. All right. But you gotta watch your politics and keep track of news. Okay, forget about that. I don't want to watch politics and news for hours. Because what happens? Next thing you know, you're depressed, you're frustrated. All right? Life is too frustrated as it is. All right. What else is going on? All right. I'm going to talk about my life. All right. As I make it to the tire store. All right. This is the show must go on. My life, as you guys know, I'm Italian. Anthony. I'm Italian. Every time we say Italian, you got to emphasize Italian. You got to say it like in 3 syllables and loud. Italian. All right. So, as being Italian, I realize, you got to say it loud with syllables, with emphasis. And as soon as you say Italian, you know what I notice? A lot of people say, yeah, I'm Sicilian. That's what I say. All right. I think we're the only country that says, where we're from, and then we specify the location. It's like saying, I'm from Germany. All right. All right. I'm a Berliner, or I'm from Ethiopia. I'm from Tibetan, right? We're the only ones that do that. You know, maybe United States, we say I'm a New Yorker or I'm from a Bostonian. All right, there's an exception. All right. What's going on in my life? Like recently, getting older. We all are. You guys just got older by like 7 minutes during my set. As I'm getting older, one thing I realize is I like it. So I'm gonna change the perception of age. Instead of going in increments of one, I'm gonna do like that movie with Brad Pitt. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. You guys watched it, The Curious. I'm gonna reverse. So as of now, I go down by one each year. I look pretty good, pretty mature, pretty intellectual. All right, not bad. All right. Besides being that, getting older, I realize when you get older, uh, you get weirder. You get more funkier, more crazy. Like when you get older, you always, you always have your ways of doing things. Like, for example, like the way you brush your teeth. Like you brush your teeth in a certain way. The way you eat a certain way. Like, and you have your weird like routines and rituals. Like one of mine is like I shave my ears, I shave my nose hairs. Am I the only one? Because one thing when you get older, you get hair in unwanted places. Uh, so that's not a discomfort thing. And one thing I realized when I get older, I think I'm like psychotic and crazy, right? Like I'm lunatic. Like I think I have like paranoia. Like is there someone behind me? Is there someone in my back seat? I think it's just human nature. We think we're paranoid a little bit, like someone's watching over us. We're gonna get a ticket or we're gonna get in trouble. It's called human nature. I call it, just being Italian and Roman. Like my ancestors. I don't know if you guys know like Roman history. We have a long lineage of like crazy people when it comes to Roman history. I don't know if you guys ever heard of Caligula. He was a Roman emperor during, the reign, during the high moments of Rome. Caligula was so paranoid that he didn't trust anybody. His family, his sister, his aunt. All right. He actually, murdered his sister. I think he murdered his aunt too. All right, because he didn't trust them. He thought they betrayed him. He was so psychotic and crazy that he wanted to take control of the Senate. That he made a horse member of the Senate. All right, it was his favorite horse. He's like, you know what? I'm going to make it represent Rome. So this is my imitation of Caligula. All right, car comedy. Here we come. During talking to the Senate, introducing his new cabinet member. All right, how you doing, guys? It's Caligula, your emperor here. That's how I think Caligula talks, like Sebastian Maniscalco, you know, back and then. I just want to introduce to you guys the new member of the Senate, for you fellow Senate members, so you can see him. All right. And then Caligula turns his back and he's pointing to the bar. Okay, open up the gates. Let him out. All right. And a horse comes out. Just imagine a horse coming out and you're one of the existing Senate members of Rome during those times, during Roman times, going back thousands years ago. All right, like, okay, this is my colleague, my fellow Senate member. All right, this guy's a little out there. All right, so explains people who are Roman. All right, besides that, Nero, it's called, he was also an emperor. It's called Nero in Italian, and in many languages means black. Nero was so paranoid that he was gonna, get last as emperor that he burnt down Rome. All right, so it makes sense that a lot of Sicilians, a lot of Italians, a little paranoid. I think we all are. All right, a little bit, moderation, not be too paranoid. All right. So I think I'm getting crazy. All right. So I'm just gonna, stop going on the crazy side. All right. Other things I've been experiencing, I've been going through a midlife crisis. This is going through the 8th year, 8 years in a row. So I have to admit, I'm pretty consistent. Uh, I'm talking about like things like, why am I not married? Who am I gonna do debt to us part and spend the rest of my life with? All right. Where's my significant other? The reason why I'm not married is because I'm smart. I'm wise. I'm intelligent. I have to go half and half, and usually the man has to do extra, has to work like 2 or 3 jobs and make ends meet. That's smart. But I'm thinking about kids. I don't have kids because back then when I was younger, my head was all over. I was playing sports and I was working 2 jobs. So I'm gonna keep my options open. May adopt. I might adopt Andy. Andy looks like he looks like my kid. No, he's a grown man and he's a nice guy. All right. Last thing I want to say is I'm on a men's adult baseball team. I'm on 2 of them for the last decade. It's 34 and over. I use the word adults very loosely. All right. Because I don't know if they act like adults. Because half the time they're acting like infants, like little children. All right. Because you act like a 5-year-old. Hey, Mikey, you want to play first base? And you're batting seventh. The 5-year-old will say, "Okay, coach." You tell an adult that, "Hey, Mike, you're playing first base and you're batting seventh." They're like, "What the fuck? Why am I, why am I playing first? Why not playing shortstop? Isn't that the star? And batting seventh. Why am I not batting second like Juan Soto?" Mikey, because you can barely touch your toes. You don't really work out, and every time you're on the elliptical for 2 minutes, you're huffing and puffing. So it's not a good look for you. All right. Also, everyone thinks they're an all-star. They should be in the show in the major leagues. Like I have some plays like, yeah, I could have made it to the major leagues. Everyone thinks they could have made it to the Mets or the Yankees. All right, and I'm like, nah, you couldn't. You have a bad back, you have one hip, and you play Santa Claus on the off season. So that goes for you, make it to the major leagues. All right. Congratulations, Andy Abramson. Hopefully this flat's not too bad. I got a comedy show tonight. If you're in West Babylon at the Whiskey Rocks, thank God I'm working out some of this material. Some of it's good, some of it's not so good. So definitely come by. It's in West Babylon, Whiskey Rocks. Awesome. Congratulations, Andy, on your 6 years in a row. Continued success. Keep doing it. All right. It's a great show. You guys are doing a great show with the comedians and the improv. Thank you very much. An honor to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm on mute, Anthony. That's why I didn't hear a response. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
You going to a ball game now, or?
No, I got a show. I got to pick up my cousin, and then I'm going to go to West Babylon, do a comedy show, and I think I might have a flat on my rear tire. So, show must go on. Not too flattered about that.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Anthony Renda. Do you have a site so people know how to find you in person or online when performing?
Yeah, Anthony run the comedy on. You can do YouTube videos. I also TikTok. I have a couple of videos. Yeah, more to come out. As soon as I get some more clearance on the government because they banned me. No, they didn't ban me. More videos to come out. Definitely in the future.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Anthony
you.
Renda.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't
Andy,
realize.
awesome. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Anthony Renda. Not do that right, but okay. So our next act is trying to get on, seeing they're having a problem, which a lot of people have had, but this is gonna be a real freaking pain in the butt. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to get this open. So who's going on?